Let's get over there. Get a bit of sunshine.
You can meet up with Jacinta and Ant over in Australia.
I know, yeah. Well, she quite liked Perth. So Aussie pilot Jay, be able to meet up with him.
Yeah. You just want to live in Australia.
I fucking would. Honestly, I'd be gone. Give me like 1 second. In fact, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just be out of here. I'd be literally just gone.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Massively. Yeah. Definitely.
Why are you not that bothered about staying in the UK?
Why the fuck would you want to stay here? What the hell is there to stay here for?
Free healthcare.
See, you can't even answer that question, can you?
Yeah, free healthcare.
Oh, great.
Relatively peaceful, relatively prosperous compared to a lot of countries in the world.
Well, compared to Australia, it isn't though, is it? Australia's pretty good as well.
Okay, fewer deadly spiders.
Yeah.
And
Less likely to be bitten by.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Snakes around every corner.
Snakes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's snakes around every corner.
There is.
That's
oh
not
my
what
God,
I
turn
hear.
a corner and there's a snake.
There is.
I mean, Millie did see a large black snake cross the
See, there you fucking go. That's what I'm talking
path
about.
when they were riding.
And she's been there for like
remote
2
island.
weeks or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And they did have a black widow outside of their apartment.
See?
when
That's what I'm talking about.
when
All right,
they
are we
were-
ready to do a podcast, or are we going to
in
talk about where
Dunsborough.
Stu wants to live all day?
But yeah, no, I don't care about that shit. Fuck it.
I know. Are we ready to start?
I think so.
Chinny, you ready?
You ready to start, Chitty?
Yeah.
Mr. Mike Chin?
The Veteran Gamers podcast is not for children, okay?
Okay.
So if you're listening and you're under the age of 18, turn the f***ing show off, you piece of shit.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Big head like this bookie work.
Welcome yo to the Veteran Gamers. Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell.
Oh, it's on. No, it's not on. Ooh, it's on, all right.
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with soundbite savior.
Very proud of you. That's very nice.
Gamers.
Not funny!
It's the Veteran Gamers. It's the Veteran Gamers.
That's my purse. I don't know you. Keeping it real.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Wow, is very nice.
Hello and welcome to episode 847 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yeah, 847. Welcome, everybody. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Chinny.
And we are not military veterans, people. We're veterans of the gaming lifestyle. And it is almost April, which
It
means
is almost
about
April.
2 months, Chinny's going to be gone.
It means that Duke's going to do some stupid April Fool saying the podcast is over and everyone's going to believe it. But he'll do it 2
Maybe.
days early,
Probably
so I
not.
expect it tomorrow.
Yeah. What I've realised during the intro is it's always the same every week. When the intro's going, right?
Yeah.
We're all just sitting here. Do you know what I mean? Waiting for the music to stop.
Well, that's what.
Are we meant to be dancing or doing jumping
what do you
jacks?
want us to do?
I find
Mouth
it
along to it?
I find it interesting what we're all doing, and it's always the same every week. I'm stuffing my face with whatever treat I've got.
Yeah.
Duke is sometimes stuffing his face with a treat, but most of the time he's just really excited. He has a really excited face during
Yeah, he does.
the intro because he's like, "What sound effects am I going to fuck with?"
I don't know. Really excited. Really
Yeah,
works
really
for that,
excited.
but
And Stu
really
looks
excited.
like he enters like a sort of a facial expression that's sort of half daydreaming and half entered another dimension.
I
Like,
go
he's-
to a zen.
He's just
state,
like-
ready to.
he's just
for
like,
the show to start.
I don't know that Zen state has ever defined Stuart.
and then as
ever.
soon as the music's ending, he's like, "Right, what episode is this?" That's what you get.
It
And,
does, yeah.
um,
Well, when you get to my age, you've got to think about that shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like I've got it wrong before, because I have. You know what I mean?
It's, if only we
Well,
had it on
I've
the
got
top of the
wrong
show
before.
notes. That would be
Every
very
week.
convenient. You should
That
totally
would be
put
handy.
it
That would be handy.
at the top of the
You
show
know what I
notes.
mean?
That would be
Yeah.
so. That's the
I'd
reason
rather-
we do show notes.
I'd rather get my brain working though. You know what I mean? Than rely on show
Your
notes.
brain.
I've got to get
But
it
you've
working.
said yourself that
Gotta
you
keep
can't
it
trust your
trained.
brain because you've gotten it wrong
No, you
before.
can't.
So trust the show notes. We train ourselves to do things in certain ways. This is how you become professional at a task.
I can't trust my brain. I
Anyway.
have noticed more and more. Do you know, talking about this,
Yeah.
I have noticed more and more these days. I just can't trust my brain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I've got a prime example. I have got a prime example. Just
Yeah,
for
yeah.
This weekend. Yeah. That happened. I was at work on Friday, and one of the senior staff came in and said, "What's the best way to communicate something?" And I'm like, to the other kitchen staff, have you got a WhatsApp? I'm like, "Oh yeah, we have a WhatsApp group, but it's probably better if I put it in the diary because everyone looks at the diary when you come in the morning to see if there's anything you've missed if you've been on a day off,
Yeah.
etc."
This is fascinating. Go on.
No, but
This
right,
is
so
great.
I got home on Friday night, and I could remember that conversation,
Yeah.
but I was like, couldn't remember what she wanted to communicate to everybody,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, did I write that down? I don't know because I can't remember what it was. So I have no idea. And I've been racking my brains all weekend trying to figure out what the hell she asked me to write down or to communicate. So I'm hoping it wasn't something important because I'll be honest, I'm not
Do
sure whether I
not
did
give
it or
sugar
not.
to Estelle in C13.
Yeah. She
Well,
will
it could be something of
explode.
that nature.
She will
Oh, well,
It could be that
Estelle's dead
nature.
now.
She will
What are you gonna do?
explode
I mean,
at the
I have
sight of
even-
sugar.
I
That's
have
right.
even, in my head, gone through each resident one by one to try and think, would that trigger, what it was she said to me? And yeah, that hasn't helped either. That's not made any difference. I'm still none the
We will
wiser.
talk about video games at some point soon.
And
listeners.
now,
But now we're just
Well,
talking about
here's the
Stu's
issue.
logistics and his work.
my weird head. And here's the issue now
weird
because do I go in on Tuesday because I'm not back until Tuesday this week?
Yeah.
And if I see said senior member of staff, do I go, what was he asked me to, tell everybody on Friday? Or do I just keep stum?
Keep
You know,
stum.
pretend-
It's easier
Do I
to
just
get
keep
forgiveness
quiet?
than permission, dude.
You know what I mean?
Don't
No.
surrender in
Do I
advance.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I need to just
Keep it stum.
just play ignorant and
Yeah.
hope she doesn't
Just
say anything.
no, what I do in those situations,
Yeah.
I double down. Right.
Yeah, double down.
So I go, yeah, I did it.
Should I gaslight her? Should I just go?
No, don't
I don't
gaslight.
remember you telling me anything.
No, just say like,
Tell me
I
something.
not only did I remember it, but I did it, and I did it 4 times. Whatever it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you stopped having sex with the food 4 times? Yes, I
Indeed.
did. That's what I would do, Stu.
That
Double
means
down.
I was in the middle of it 4 times, and then I had to stop myself.
Yeah. But that's an example, and I have to, Kane.
I think, Stu,
Kane
I
and I
think
were
that
talking about
happens
this.
to me. That kind of thing happens to me. Like I forget.
I think it
Yeah.
happens to every
Well, that's
human
good.
who has to try
I think
to
it's a
remember
human. The brain isn't as reliable as you may think.
Oh,
and
that's
Yeah.
why you
And then I
shouldn't
have-
rely on yourself to remember.
you shouldn't.
Write
No.
it down.
Apparently, eyewitnesses are the worst.
They're the
form
worst.
of like evidence for
Yeah.
crimes being committed.
Yeah, they are.
Because people embellish stuff and make it sound way more exciting than it actually was.
Well,
and
even
make
more
it
than that,
look
for
good.
me, it's like as soon as I say to a student I'm going to do something, I look around for something to write on because if I don't write it down, I will forget. And if a student wants something in addition to my actual job, I'm always like, send me an email because they never send an email, and that means I don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a
I
good
mean,
idea.
again,
Sorry,
I
kids.
saw an example of this. Have you ever? I mean, Chini, have you ever watched 24 Hours in Police Custody? Have you ever
Yeah,
watched this on the
yeah,
telly?
Fan. I'm a fan
Well,
of that.
there was a tower block episode where there was 2 guys like locked themselves in a flat in a tower block,
Right.
and they had a gun, and they were threatening to shoot people, and they took this delivery driver from I don't know Just Eat or whatever
Oh, yeah.
hostage and stuff.
Right.
And then they shot a police car from the balcony outside of the block of flats, right?
Mhm.
And this is the policeman, so this isn't just some random bystander or whatever.
This is Popo.
This is Popo. It was something like 6 floors up, so it was
Yeah.
a long way up from the ground. It wasn't like, close.
No.
And this policeman swore blind,
Yeah.
right, that he saw the perpetrator could identify him from the inside of the vehicle looking up through the windscreen, right? And then he also shot at the car so that the windscreen was cracked. And he swore that he saw a muzzle flash,
All
right?
right.
So, oh yeah, I know I got shot out because there was a muzzle flash. It was definitely a rifle, all this and the other, right? Turned out it was an air rifle. So the categorically
no
couldn't
muzzle
have been a muzzle flash.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been one because it's an air rifle. And the guy he identified wasn't even the guy who shot the gun.
No.
So the guy who said who did it, he'd seen him outside the flat afterwards, right, and seen him, so he knew what he looked like, and that's who he described,
Yeah.
even though it was a completely different bloke.
Yeah. The
And
human
that's
brain
how
is
bad
good at
The brain is
making up narrative because
Yeah.
the brain was designed to try and predict what could happen. You know, when we're like in, you know, living in the wild and animals could eat us.
Yeah.
We evolved because our brain was like, if I do that, animal might eat me, so I won't do that. And that has led to lots of things like that where we can make up narratives and put things together as stories.
And we're also, when you think about it, our brains are like time travelers, aren't they? Because quite often, I don't know whether this
Video
is
game
me, but I'm
podcast.
guessing
Yeah,
everyone-
carry on. Yep.
Everyone does this. Where you predict like different scenarios of what might happen due to something happening. You know, like you've got something on your mind, or I need to do this, and then you play through in your head all the outcomes that may occur because of what you're gonna do or say to someone.
Maybe, or
do that?
you're mentally ill.
I don't know. I just
Oh, of
said,
course
do
we
you
do that.
Jim?
Yeah,
Yes,
we do that. Yeah, I do
Yes,
that.
Of course, everybody does that.
Yeah.
It's part of what makes us special as a species, because as far as we know, no other species does that.
No.
Yeah, we try
The
and
question
predict
is,
the
how do you turn
future,
it the
don't
fuck
we?
off? Because that's
Yeah, how
the
do
biggest
you stop
problem is
it?
that people, you know, you got to let go of that.
The
shit,
answer,
because
Duke,
what you'll do
is-
is you will endlessly cling to the things you did in the past and what you should have done differently, and fears
true.
about what might go wrong in the future.
The answer,
And at the end
Luke,
of the day-
is alcohol.
yeah, well, that's
Alcohol.
one way to turn it
Drugs.
off.
Drugs is
Drugs
one as well.
is the other one.
Drugs.
So
I like to meditate, but you know, you do you.
no.
Drugs.
Drugs.
All right, we're ready to move on. I
Anyway.
think to video games.
No.
Yes, anybody
Yeah,
have a proper
sorry.
story? No. Okay.
Uh,
No.
It was.
Whoa. Hold on a minute.
I'm going to include it in my shout outs, but it was Tara's birthday this week.
Oh,
So-
happy birthday, Tara.
Yep. There you go.
Wow.
Tara's my wife, for anybody that doesn't know.
Jeez, we know who Tara is, but maybe the listeners don't.
Sometimes we get new listeners. So.
birthday
We do.
So we dropped off the little one at nursery, and we just we went for
The
breakfast.
Sprog.
The Sprog.
The Sprog.
Yeah. Yeah, I went for breakfast. Went to did a bit of
Aw.
shopping. You know, it was nice. It was nice to sort of spend time with each other. And you forget you forget that you go, oh, actually, like we quite like each other. Actually, look, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
On occasion, you're
So-
fun to be around.
You've got to remind yourself every now and again,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah, because you're in the, you know, the trenches, so you don't really get much time to spend with each other. So it's like,
True.
you know, like, oh yeah, look, actually we do get on and we have a laugh, but you know,
Yeah.
so that was nice.
We
So-
do get on and have a laugh.
You know.
Who knew?
Once you
Who
don't
knew?
have all the things that you got to deal with.
Yeah,
And
the
I am
distractions, once the
slightly-
distractions are gone.
Slightly offended that neither one of you have noticed that I've had my hair cut.
I noticed. I just didn't want to bore people on the podcast.
Hey,
with-
whoa. So you're
with
sticking
stuff
to
that
the
doesn't really
fairly
matter.
short- fairly
We've
short
got plenty of that
cut.
already. We don't need more.
Well, I went into the barber's.
unnecessary-
I went into the barber stew and said, "Can I have the extra long hair?" And they said, "No, we
Yeah,
can't do
see
that."
Well, they can do it in Fallout 4. You just go and you get whatever hairstyle you want.
Yeah, you do.
No, but like
Yeah, you
before,
do.
I had
You could get extensions.
before I had a all right. I had a shaved head, but now I've got like
Yes.
a kind of buzz cut sort of thing, haven't I? It's
You
like
do have a
long on
buzz
top.
cut. You could be in the military.
It's not as short. It's not as short as the first time you had it done.
Well, no,
So
it's
I don't think
though
that
it's short on the sides and the back, but I didn't
Yeah,
cut the
yeah.
top.
But the tops. Yeah, the top still looks similar.
The top hasn't been cut at all.
Yeah.
He looks
So-
sexy
I
as
can't
hell,
see-
people. That's
Yeah.
if you're just
I
listening.
can't imagine going back to
People are
short
making out
hair
with their
again.
computer screens right
You would
now.
never go back to short
Weird.
hair.
I don't know. I feel like it's weird now to.
My-
And
my-
Kay, I talked about it, right? I talked about having a bit more off on the back because I'm having mine cut this week, and she was like, "You don't want to have too much off."
Ah,
So Kay's like dictating now that
yeah,
her has to stay fairly long. You know what I mean?
Well-
But this is my philosophy.
right, yeah.
When you get to
Gaming
my
podcast.
age,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
When you get to my age, you've got to make the most of this
Yes.
stuff because there's so many old fuckers
Yes.
with bald heads and
Yes.
grey hair.
and you're
stuff.
you're
It's
doing
like-
you're doing better than me on the grey. right?
I am
I think-
weirdly.
I think-
considering I'm 20,
No,
14 years older
14.
than you.
So, but we're both. I think it's a draw on the hairline, right? We've both got
Yeah.
strong hairlines. No offense, Duke.
We've got
But the
good hairline, good
grey,
hairline.
I don't care. It's not
I
important.
know you don't, but I like saying no offense, Duke.
Great.
And but it's a draw on the
You
hairline.
measure yourself by that, and there's all sorts of other things
Duke,
that you're missing.
it's all I have.
It is all he
It's
has.
all I've got. Is
Oh,
Look,
my
I just got done
strong
reading Debbie
hairline.
Toon's book, My Perfectly Imperfect Body, and it's all about disordered eating and body image and all this shit. And it's a good reminder that the body ego is an important thing to let the fuck go of.
Yeah, that's why I eat cake all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
Eat cake,
cake's good.
Cake.
sweets.
Like there's
chocolate.
this heartbreaking panel when she's in her recovery mode where she's like having lunch for the first time in a long time, and the voice in her head is like, "I am allowed to eat. I am allowed to eat," and it just breaks my heart to think that people are in this stage where they have to convince
Duke.
themselves.
I had that similar feeling when I was in a restaurant. I was like, I am allowed to eat. I'm allowed to eat. And then the
Yeah,
waitress said,
yeah.
"You're not allowed to eat. You haven't paid. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Was and I had to
It's fine.
leave.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to leave. No eating allowed.
No, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a restaurant. It was a library.
We are going to get to video games in a minute, but
Video
I
game
have to
podcast.
mention
But
something.
first-
I have to mention
But
something.
first,
But first,
how did your colonoscopy go?
No, nothing like
Can't
that.
say the word.
It's still kind of media related because we went to watch Project Hail Mary this week,
All right. Yeah.
Oh, I heard good things.
and that movie is fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I've heard.
absolutely I came
I want
out
to see it.
with the
You
biggest
came
smile
out.
ever.
Right, yeah.
I came out.
I know Ryan Gosling is an attractive man, but jeez,
He is
He's
an
so
attractive
attractive.
man. He
beautiful
did play Ken,
man.
after all, he did play Ken.
Yeah.
And did a great job.
Yeah.
He did a great job. He also
Bad
does a great
movie,
job
but-
in this movie.
Yeah.
But this
That's
movie
what I
is
hear.
just honestly, I would recommend this movie to everybody and anybody who listen
On Earth.
because on Earth, on the whole of Earth,
Mm.
because it is such a fucking great movie. It's just brilliant. I loved it. I loved every bit of it.
So everybody on Earth. I imagine there's somebody
Everybody on Earth
there's somebody in a space station going, oh, well, you know,
might give it a go.
Well, he's
Might
not
give
saying
it a
you
go.
shouldn't see
Give
it
a
if you're
go.
not on.
no, but he said everybody on Earth. I'm not on Earth.
Everybody on Earth should watch this
Or
movie.
orbiting
It's fucking
Earth.
Good.
Uh,
it is really, really good.
yeah,
The loneliest man in the world.
yeah. I haven't watched a movie for like ever. I just don't watch anything anymore. So that's great.
We saw Hamnet. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's meant to be pretty good too.
Cool.
Okay, so we're ready for video games now.
Nah, it's
maybe.
the end of the
No,
show.
just before.
Well,
Thanks
before
for
we do
listening,
that,
everybody.
Just before we do that,
Before you do that,
just before we do
you
that,
need to play the jingle.
You
You
need
need
to
to
play
play
the
the
jingle.
jingle for it.
Yeah.
You need to play the jingle
For what?
for the
play
what
my
we've been
game
playing.
bitch thing.
Yeah,
Or like no, the games, just video games.
yeah, what we've been playing.
Well, I was going to, and then someone said
Yeah,
stop.
he was
We got
joking.
something
He
else
was.
we gotta
It
do.
was
No,
a
I
joke.
said just.
Oh, I get it.
Jesus.
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
Never officially began, but we'll pretend. It's fun. Whoops. Oh, shit. Whatever.
Dude.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus
who's starting?
Christ, you fucking
Hey,
amateur.
you think I give a fuck? This show's such a train wreck.
It
Fucking
was-
20 minutes about. You know what happens in my brain? Sometimes I forget shit. And then my hair, hello.
Yeah. Not all of us can have
Right.
strong hairlines, eh, Stu?
I know, a strong hair in
Mm.
general, can I just say?
But it's all ego.
Anybody fucking
It's
gives
all
a
ego. It's all ego.
It is
I
ego.
look
It's
young.
totally
But the good thing that you are right.
I was
Jake. It is-
shaving my head long before I started going bald. So guess how much of a fuck I
No,
gave.
you are right. It is all ego, and my ego is
all ego.
massive, huge,
And mine
That's
is too,
fine.
to be
and it's
fair.
bigger
long
than
as you're
yours,
aware
Stu.
of that,
All right,
and
my ego's bigger
It
than
is.
your
Oh,
ego.
yeah, oh, yeah. Well, no, we're
All
not.
right, I've seen you in the
We're well
toilets.
aware of the
I've
size
seen
of
you in the
your ego.
toilets.
Oh, yeah.
Penis jokes. Right, video games. Duke's
Right,
got, Duke's got the
games.
most.
I guess I'm going first here.
I'm guessing, but you know, I was putting mine in while Duke was putting his in, and I'm like, when's he going to stop typing?
Yeah.
Is
Never.
what came in my head.
And
Well,
I,
there's this game
Oh.
called Rocket League.
oh yeah.
And here's the thing. Rocket League has become even more toxic in the last year or so than it was
Jeez.
already.
How can it get
It's-
more
it's
toxic? Do
pretty
they just come
stunning.
around your
Yeah,
house
I
and
know.
shoot you in the
Yeah.
face?
Kind of. People like if as soon as you go down 1 point, people will just quit. They just leave the game. People have no coping skills. It's unbelievable. And if and I'm always trying to be positive, so I'm always like, good. As soon as we start overtime, I type OT equals well matched as a way of saying, look, I respect y'all. Hopefully you respect me. Whoever wins this, and I have to type it before the game ends, because that way I'm not salty based on who wins or loses, right? It's just like, hey, you know what? We're equal, whatever. And then people are just like, if they lose, they leave the second they lose, and if they win, they're just like, what a save, what a save, what a save. And it's so sad, because I go there to have fun. And here's the other thing. In case anybody out there is like some of my students fixated on rank, let me put something to you. Because I said this to a student recently, and they were like, whatever, dude. If you're fixated on rank and you start playing for the day while you're, Diamond 2-1, which is where I'm at right now. I'm pretty proud of that. But it doesn't really matter. It's just rank, right? So you start at Diamond 2-1, right? And you play some games, you win some, you lose some, and you go up in rank, you go down in rank, you end up exactly where you started.
Right.
An hour later. Is that an hour of your life that has been wasted? Like, there's no point in having played that hour of the game?
No.
Well, that's what they would say if they're only fixated on rank.
Yeah.
You didn't go up in rank. And that's really sad to me, because you should be having fun while you play the game. And if the only fun you have is getting your rank up or hating on your opponents to the point where they have a miserable experience, there's something seriously wrong with you. And you know who that applies to? Like 90% of the people who play Rocket League. So look, I recognize that I can get mad and nasty when I play that game, but you got to let that shit go. You got to show love to the people who are nasty to you, or else you'll turn into one of those nasty, angry people. I'm beseeching you, people. So anyway, that's Rocket League.
You're never going to become one of those nasty people, though, are you, Duke? So.
Well, that's not the point. The point is sometimes I can be one of those nasty people, but I don't like to be, and I don't want to be. So it's not about what you are. It's about what you want to be, and learning how to deal with the tendency. This is the whole verse in Started Up. That's all about Rocket League. Like, it's so easy for us to become the thing we hate if we're not aware of what we are becoming and what we want to be. So, when I feel myself getting all tense and nasty in the game, I say to myself, okay, you know what? Next time I win, I'm going to step away and play something else.
Okay. What if you don't win, though? What if you don't do that?
Well, at a certain point, I might say, okay, I've been losing for like 45 minutes straight. Like, whatever. I'm just going to step away anyway, even if I haven't won. But I like to step away when I've recently won the game, because if you quit after losing on a regular basis, then you tend to think of the game in negative, nasty terms. It's the same thing I've said about Super Meat Boy or puzzle games. I like to finish a level and then step away so that I have that, victorious mindset when I look at the game. Hey, I can do that. I beat that level.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's Rocket League.
Yeah, I don't play games in that way. What about you, Chinny? Is that something?
No, I was just thinking like that wouldn't bother me. Like if I
no, it wouldn't bother me.
Lost.
I wouldn't have to come away on a positive.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think it's better to come away when you're on a negative just to reflect and go, ooh, I'll try this again another day when I'm in a better mindset.
Yeah.
That's great. If you can think that way, more power to you. I tend to think this game makes me angry. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think a lot of people do think like that. So,
but I was taught something about emotions, and what I do is I sort of push them down like a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Do you suppress the emotions?
Them? Yes, I suppress them. Yeah.
And then they're going to come out at the wrong time against a person that you're not actually mad at because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good. Yeah, we agree. Cool. Yeah, and I like that. Who am I going to, go at? You never know. It could be you tonight, Duke. Could be Stu.
Could be.
It's a lottery.
Could be me. Blow your top out.
Meanwhile, Fallout 4 is another game I've been playing a lot of, and it is a great game. Kate is bae. I love Kate. I just got to the part where she's like, let me tell you about my life. And she like spills her guts about her parents beating the crap out of her all the time and then selling her to slavers the minute she turned 18, and then she goes back and murders them. Spoilers for Kay's backstory.
By the way, just before you go on, someone has commented on what you've just been saying on the actual. I was going to say Twitter. It's not Twitter, is it? on the chat, they basically said Shinku Kazi has said, "Isn't Rocket League dead?"
No.
No.
Next.
And then they said, "Wait, is Duke speaking truths based on a PvP game mindset?"
Yes.
Yes.
So there you
Next.
go. Answers the question.
And then the other one
Okay,
is
thanks for the questions.
Shinku. Thank you.
That was on Twitch. Yeah.
Sean Thiel said, "Have to thank Duke for getting me hooked on Star Rupture."
Yes. I haven't played that game this week. I keep looking at it being like, I should go back to that because it's fun and I was having a good time. There's a lot of exploration involved, which I'm not... this is ridiculous, but it's true. Bethesda has kind of trained me to and not just Bethesda, but a lot of RPGs, to want something pointing to something on the map, like go here. And when I have to figure out where I'm supposed to go and like wander around, I'm like, I don't have time to wander around, man. I'm a busy man. I need objectives. Tell me what to do. But and nevertheless, it is still a fun game. I do want to go back to it. And hopefully I will at some point. I just got so many other games.
That's the trouble. Too many games,
That's
not enough
the trouble.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so Fallout
4
4 is
sorry to
awesome.
interrupt.
Amar, shout out to Amar. He just recently got into Starfield and he said it's awesome. And I said, that's right, Stu can suck old bub. So yeah, I think he got a Starfield controller as well. So he's becoming a Bethesda fanboy. Well done, Amar. GH Rocker's in the chat. We played a little bit of Rocket League at some point this week. We did all right. We had a good time. And yeah, and then I played some Claire Obscure. I had originally, at the start of my spring break, you know, I said, "Ooh, wouldn't it be cool if I put in a lot of time on this game?" Yeah, well, I didn't.
Nope.
Of course you
I'm
didn't.
trying to figure out why not. I think part of it is that so much of the game is dark and grim and filled with clouds and corpses and death and misery and suffering, and that's not always what I want to spend my time
Well,
playing.
to be fair, you know what? To be fair, bad shit has happened.
Of course it has. I'm just telling you what's going on in my head. I'm trying to be transparent with the old psychology when it's time to play games.
Not everything is fluffy clouds and unicorns, you know.
I know it's not. I mean, Fallout 4 ain't fluffy clouds, but it does have like open skies and like pretty landscapes, even though it's dealing with mutants and ghouls and Kate's horrifying backstory. Anyway, the point is that I did have some fun with Claire Obscure. I met the dude who, I don't know, he's your friend, but you got to fight him as well. And he's got like a bell for a head or else a stick with a bell on it. I can't tell. I can't keep up with this shit. And then there's this like ice monster that you got to fight. And then when you kill it, he's like, wait, I got it. And he pulls the foot off of it. And then he's like, I can become this monster now that I have its foot.
Yeah.
So he's got this foot fetish.
Oh, yeah, he does.
That's right.
Yeah. And so now he's in my team, I guess, and I can become these other monsters if I want when I'm fighting. And I'm like, I don't want that, but thank you.
I never used him, to be fair, as part of my team. Did you, Ginny?
No, not really. But
no.
Do you understand why he had a foot fetish?
I can't remember. I'll be honest. It's a while since I played that.
So you don't know. All right, cool.
I don't. Well, I may have done it at the time, but don't remember.
You
I
once
told
knew,
you.
perhaps.
I'm having memory issues. What
No.
the hell?
I think you'd remember this because who that character is
possibly
is, yeah. Wow, I'm not gonna say anymore.
I remember who he is, but
it's so hard to talk about it with Dukon, so I can't. But
so am I gonna learn more about who this person is through the course of the game, or am I gonna have to talk to him in the camp?
Put it this way,
Well, a bit of both.
I didn't realise this until I listened to another podcast talk about it, and I played the whole fucking game.
So no, I will have to go talk to him.
No, it's something that you probably could work out if you're smarter than me, which you are. So
if you're observing,
yeah, but I don't want to. Okay, this is another thing. I don't have to keep putting stuff together and like figuring out new ways to play and like now I can turn into this monster and this. And just...
Yeah.
But you don't have to because you can just use whatever
I know.
and that's the beauty.
But the game wants me to. The game's showing me stuff.
No, it doesn't. It just goes, look, this is a different style. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't bother. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway,
I know
that's some of what I've been playing.
I didn't bother much with him.
Yeah,
No,
don't
I
think I'll be
didn't.
playing
I
much
didn't
with him.
find him very satisfying to use, to be honest.
No, I mean he was always
I
like
tried
my
him out,
backup. My backup
And
plan.
there is a bit where it forces you to use him, isn't there? There's a little bit where it makes you have to use him for a bit.
Yeah.
So that will happen. You will have to use him for a bit.
Oh,
'cause
boy.
It makes you do it.
That's
You know what
exciting.
Duke likes?
But-
Being told what to do.
To
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
He loves that in games.
I mean, it's a on rails RPG for the most part.
Yeah. So it does do that. Well, you'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Well,
I guess so.
Oh. You're a fair way in though. Now, can we just say that
Yes.
that is
Yeah,
quite
you
far
are.
into
Fair
the
way.
story when you meet him.
The playthrough that I found here was about halfway through. So
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like I'm
a
halfway
fair
through.
way. Uh-huh.
Yep, I just gotta
Uh,
knuckle down and do it.
you
But I
just
got
gotta
so many
get
papers to play,
down
I got
on
so
it.
much going
you
on.
enjoying it though?
Yeah. Yes. But it's one of those games where if the world hadn't been like, oh my god, it's the greatest game ever, like
Yes.
there's no way I'd be playing it right now. I'd
Right,
wait
right,
another
right,
year
right,
or
right,
two.
right. Yeah.
So I mean, whatever. Like, here's the thing: I recognize the beauty of it. I recognize that it tells its story pretty well. The characters are decent. We don't really know too much about these folks, but the point is that it's a well-made game, very well made, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. It's just that, you know, I'm just not always in the mood to play it. Like
No.
I think, I don't know. I wish I were in the
Do you
mood
know
to play
what's-
it. I want to.
do you know what's
get
kind of
through it
interesting
and
about
be
this
able to
game?
talk about all the stuff that people are obviously talking about with this
Yeah.
game.
I mean, I know there's a lot of things that are interesting about this game, but I read something recently that stated that the developers basically used all the pre-made assets within Unreal Engine to make it. So they did very little outside of what's available already within Unreal. They didn't actually spend a lot of time, you know, tweaking
fine.
stuff or making
Hey,
stuff
if it works, it
different
works.
or-
You don't need
yeah.
to go above and beyond.
Yeah. So they tried to, and that's part of the reason they streamlined the actual development of the game by doing all that stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
All right,
it's kind of
so
interesting.
Stu, is it over to you then?
I can talk a little bit. I am
Yeah, go ahead.
well. I don't think I'm that far off the end of Resident Evil Requiem, to be honest. I've played,
Oh,
which is
snap.
mostly, I'll be honest, what I've been playing this week. I'm about 14 hours in.
Yeah.
So I'm about 12, 13, 14 hours in. And I reckon that's pretty close to the end, to be honest. And it feels like it. I've done 2 really big areas and finished both of those. And I feel like I'm getting... And one of the very... Like, I've just dispatched one of the main baddies in the game. So, although I think I have, whether I actually have is another thing entirely. But it feels like I have, but I probably haven't.
Yeah.
And it felt a bit easy as well, so that's always a bit of a worry. But they keep on changing it up, and the sections of this game which I haven't seen in a Resident Evil game before. Because, for instance,
Or
Hmm.
instance.
you know the Uncharted games. You remember these Uncharted?
Oh
games?
yeah, Nathan Drake.
And you remember the sections where you're like, I don't know, in a Jeep and you're being chased by motorbikes or baddies and you've got to
No.
shoot at them while you're in the Jeep and
Yeah.
all that kind of jive.
Yeah.
I've just done a very, very similar section in Resident Evil where you're on a motorbike and
Okay.
you're being chased by a baddie and mutant dogs, you know, like zombified
Oh
dogs.
dear.
And it's the exact same thing as an Uncharted game, except the enemies are slightly different. I've also had a bit where you get a turret gun type thing, but it's not. It's like a missile launcher to dispatch loads and loads of zombies that are coming for you.
Cool.
So they have changed, like especially obviously this is in the Leon section. Grace isn't doing all this stuff. Can we just mention?
No.
This
Of
is
course not.
Leon.
She's a
doing
woman.
all
Women
his-
can't do shit.
Correct.
No, she's
Bitches,
too
am I right?
busy making sex noises and being terrified. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they have really lent into the action theme of his parts of the game, and it doesn't feel very horror-ish at all.
No.
There's no like. There is some dark places and there are some small jump scares, but the majority of it's just plowing through loads of zombies as best you can see. And they also added this new thing again, which again I've never seen in a Resident Evil game, where every time you shoot a zombie, you get points for shooting them and killing them.
Nice.
And then you can use those points to upgrade your weapons and buy better rifles.
What
and
the
guns
points
and
win,
stuff.
Stu?
Prizes.
Yeah.
Prizes.
Ding ding ding.
And you can find like special parts which you can also sell when you go to the upgrade bits, and they're like worth points as well. And obviously you can add those to your total and upgrade.
What the
all your
points
weapons
win,
and
Stu?
stuff. Prizes.
I was just checking if you
Prizes.
remembered that joke, because like you forgetful these days. So I don't know if you needed to hear it twice just to remember it.
I did.
Why'd you
To
bring
be
that up,
fair. Yeah. I didn't realise you'd already brought that up. Was that not the first time?
Yeah. Jokes. This is bare jokes.
Yeah.
This podcast.
And in the Leon sections, the typewriter is gone.
Yeah.
for saving.
What? Why is it gone? What
Typewriter is gone.
the fuck? I don't even recognize this game anymore. Jesus
It's been
Christ.
modernized.
Who am
It's
I?
been modernized, and it's been replaced with a laptop.
Yeah.
You got a BlackBerry?
So you get laptops. Yeah, BlackBerry with a keyboard
laptop?
built in. Laptop, yeah, to do your
Why don't
save.
you use Gadzorb?
I use Gadzorb.
Yeah, so that's a new thing as well. I don't know. They're changing this thing up. They went, what changes can we make that make this
They
game
sold out,
better?
man. This game used to be cool.
Yeah.
I know. Not a typewriter,
Just playing.
a laptop.
Nobody cares.
Which, to be
That's
fair, I'll be honest, you're in like an army sort of base camp with all like, modern weaponry around. I feel like a typewriter would have been a bit out of place. It would have
That's
just looked
true.
a bit weird.
Mm.
Just a bit
Yeah.
weird.
Pigeon.
I mean, it was weird in the
Pigeon.
mental
The
asylum,
OG,
to be
man.
honest.
I got a
It was
typewriter
weird
right
in the
here next to me.
mental
Here,
asylum.
I'll hold it up.
Yeah, of
Of course he does.
course he does.
There it is.
Check it out. That's my
Yeah.
typewriter.
Check it out now, typewriter brother. Yeah, but the difference is Duke, although he's disappeared completely now.
He's gone.
I know. The difference is, Duke, that's reasonably modern compared to the save typewriter in Resident Evil, which is some old ass clicky,
Well, this one's
round
not-
keys. Like
Well,
something
fair
from the
enough. It's even
1800s.
older than this one, but this one's not
Yeah.
This one's mechanical. It's not electric, so it's middle
And
of the
there's
20th
still,
century.
quite honestly, there's still no reason for these to be dotted around the mental asylum, is there, in this day and age?
That's creepy, is why.
If it
Yeah.
was based in
Scary.
the UK, you could say, well, on the NHS, they probably don't have computers.
That's probably what they have. They just have
That'd be realistic.
old ass
right.
typewriters.
And that, listeners, is a dig
Yeah.
at our National Health Service. Thank you very
There
much
it
for
is.
listening.
Take
Yeah,
that,
it
you
is.
fucking health service.
Mm.
But
Being all free and shit.
that all being said, I really enjoyed the motorbike section. It was kind of exciting.
Motorbikes.
It's kind of exciting
Yeah.
riding this motorbike. You don't control anything, by the way. You just
At your age, Stu, can you
stuff.
can you deal with that excitement? At your age?
I don't know. It was hard. I had to stop playing for a bit afterwards to calm myself down.
Calm down.
Because he was
I had
wetting
to
his
calm
pants.
down.
Yeah.
I was wetting my pants. My heart rate was through the roof. Things weren't looking good for a second or two there, but I managed to get through it.
We joke.
But yeah, it's good. It's really good. That all being said, I am loving this game, and I've not done something that I have found myself recently doing with a lot of games that I play.
Go on.
Go on, see if you can guess.
Playing it naked?
Sort of
No.
Going off and playing the new thing.
Well, that's one thing. That is one
Yeah.
thing. but
Playing a
not the
game that
main
other
thing.
people like rather
Not
than
the
something
main thing.
niche and weird.
Yeah. I've got one of those on my list tonight. To be fair.
I know
Uh,
you do.
No, I've not been looking to see how long I've got left. Or going, how much of this have I got left to play?
I
I've
do
not been
that
going
a
to-
lot. I'm like, how long of this shit?
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah. How many what chapter am I up to? How much?
Yeah,
is
I
there
do
to
that
go?
all the
I've
time.
not done any.
Yeah, I think that they need to start building that shit into the games, man. Why do
Yeah.
I have to go look on a website, man? Just give me some
Yeah.
indication.
Yep.
You're such and such percent through the story. You're such and such percent, total 100%.
Yep.
Some games have it.
So,
Some games
so I haven't
do.
done that. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's a good sign because I'm enjoying the game that much.
Yeah, it's
I'm
sucking
not
you in.
bothered
It's
how
making
much-
you forget
yeah.
about that stuff. No doubt. If you
I'm not
check your
bothered how
watch
much
when
there
you're
is
watching a
left.
movie, that's not a movie that's sucking you in,
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Oh, I didn't look at my watch once while I was watching Project Hail Mary. It was.
I didn't
that
look at my
good.
watch once when I was watching Backdoor Slut 6.
No,
Oh, well, I bet you didn't.
I'm more of a 5 fan, but 6
5 was
Yeah, I remember.
okay, but they totally ripped apart all the lore, man. They had been
Yeah.
building to things, and then
lore.
they just said,
Yeah.
forget it. Let's make it about a guy who delivers a pizza and then another guy who checks the cable.
And also the book
What about
the book camera
did you
was
fix the
a
photocopy?
good
Well,
option.
camera's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Dyna Dispatcher said there's nothing wrong with Dyna Cobble. Anyway, Resident Evil. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Back to you, Duke.
It's brilliant.
Okay.
Well, Chinny's got 2 games on his list,
I
so-
know. Okay, so here's the thing. Look. Speaking of the latest, most popular games,
Oh yeah.
Maple Story
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
is a 2D RPG that came out like 10 years ago.
Sick.
And for some
Oh.
reason, I never really heard about it. I never played it. It just showed up on Steam, I think, for the first time, maybe, or else I just came upon it. I don't know. Anyway, I played it, and the reviews are so mixed. People are so like, they love it or they hate it. And I'm trying to be nuanced when I say it's not a piece of shit. I
Oh,
shouldn't
dear.
play that. The clip is for humor's impact, right?
Aha.
There are so many like cutscenes and like people talking, and everybody's like enormous round head, tiny little body. Like that's the art style on this game.
Cool.
And there's all the you have to keep switching between 2 hands on the keyboard and 1 hand on the mouse.
That's gross.
So like when you move,
Oh.
it's WAS. It's up, down, left, right arrows.
Ugh.
And then you do things with QWERT, and then you gotta click buttons,
Oh my
and I'm like, what the fuck is this
Oh, God.
10-year-old interface? Ugh.
It
So
makes
I
me wanna
tried to push
vomit.
through it. I was like, okay, you know what? Look, people love it. There's gotta be stuff to it beyond this. And it's the whole thing is like it's such an archetypal manga game. It's like if we work together, we can be great at anything. And it's like, I want to be a thief. And it's like, I'm going to go take care of the trees. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? And there's like monsters that don't attack you. If you want to attack them, you can. And then like, let me ask you a question here. Let me
Okay.
put you in the zone. Okay.
Put
Let
me
me
in
put
it.
you in this moment
I'm
with
in
me.
it.
Okay. You ready? Okay. Here we go. Stu's not having it. He's leaving. Fuck this.
He's
he says.
gone.
Just getting a drink. I'm gonna...
All right. Okay.
2D RPG. Fuck it. All right. Let me ask you this question, Shinny.
All right. I mean,
You kill some monsters. There's coins
yeah.
hanging out there in the thing, right? Just spinning, right? They
Yeah.
got the monster shells. You killed the monster. The monster shells are sitting there.
Gotcha.
How do you pick up those monster shells and those coins?
You just walk over to them and they just plop.
Exactly. You walk over to them and then they plop and then you pick them up. Exactly. Now in this game, you don't. You gotta like push a button, and it's not clear which button to push.
No.
Because you have to, I go through, I kill everything on the screen, and then I'm like, how do I pick this shit up? And then I go to the person who's watching me do it, and I'm like, checking in with them for the quest. And they're like, now here's how you pick things up. I'm like, seriously? There's a level of tutorial about picking shit up? Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah, that's bad.
So I gave it as much time as I could. It was boring. The voices were really annoying. And there's so many little buttons that you got to click with the mouse, and it's just ridiculous. So at a certain point, I said,
this game, I'm done.
I was like, no, absolutely not. But here's the thing. I am impressionable. Yes? You know
Yes.
this about me.
Why? Can I ask a question? Why is the character running on what looks like a log?
I could not explain anything about this fucking movie or this game. I can't even call it a game. It's so stupid. It's probably because it's a tree, and it's like you start the game by catching a maple leaf, and then it glows in your hand, and that's the thing everybody's talking to you about for the rest of the game. It's like, you caught a maple leaf that was glowing? What? And you're just like, what the fuck? Who gives a shit? I caught a leaf. Like, why is that an epic adventure or some shit? Anyway,
I think
here's
it's
the
just
thing.
a name tag. I think it's just like the person's name underneath him.
Well, I mean, that you do have
Oh,
your
is
name
that what
tag.
it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I've not got my glasses on.
Yeah.
I need my glasses. I forget
Jesus.
things.
I thought
Jesus,
Duke
dude.
would have told me that having played the game, though. You know what I mean?
I played it for like 10 minutes, and it was a while ago. So, and I
he's-
tried to do everything I could to forget.
He's
this
talked about it
stupid
on the
game.
show longer than he played it.
He
It's
probably
pretty
has.
much
He
true.
probably has.
And there's like 100 different versions. There's like Maple Story 2. There's Maple Story Idol. There's some Maple Story that just came out for like the phone. So I went looking for this footage. I'm like, I think that's what I was playing. I can't fucking tell. So here's the thing. When I was playing this, I'm like, okay, so now I'm in the mood for like a manga-ish RPG.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What's the gold standard? keep in mind, I'm an utter cheapskate. I don't want to pay for shit.
I don't know. I've read your list of games played, so I know what to expect. So it would be wrong of me to pretend to.
No, I don't want to pay for nothing. Come on, Chinny.
Oh, yeah,
Work with
Game Pass.
No,
Game Pass.
No, free to play MMR.
I mean, that's not a bad answer, but it's not really manga. Yakuza isn't manga-ish.
No.
Think
as you said, Chinny, all the guys look like gals, and all the gals look like they're 8.
Yeah, it's a massive game.
It is the most popular free-to-play game probably in the world right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going back to that because that is the gold standard, and I had fun playing it. So let me go back and see if I had
decent
fun
game.
this
I
time.
played it.
It is a decent game.
It is a decent game. It is decent.
It is a decent game. And yet, I was like, there's so many cutscenes. Once again, I'm just like, all these cutscenes. Why are y'all taking yourselves so seriously? And of course, because it's free to play and it's MMO and it's a gacha game, it's just you got this for signing in. You got this challenge. We open this level. You got this and that. And you should link up your Discord and you do
this currency. You've got that currency.
You got this
gems.
and
you got those gems.
and worst of all is Paimon. Oh my God. I had to change the language to Chinese. First of all, I like to play in whatever language the game is designed in. That's just a weird thing I do. But it's also the Fortnite. What? I have a friend who played duos and no good. Yeah, that's frustrating, Sean. Anyway, focus, Piotrowski.
Focus.
Here's the thing.
Focus.
The little helper thing that's with you all the time, the little baby looking sprite.
Yeah.
Huh? You saw a dragon? Shut the fuck up! Jesus Christ! I thought this was.
Whoa! Did you do the voices for this game, dude?
I know, right? I could do the voices because I'm so
Pretty
professional
impressive.
with my voices.
Pretty impressive.
I did the voices. Huh? Everything is like surprised, like you walked on grass. Ugh. So fuck that shit. What's another game kind of like that, but better because it's not free to play, so you're not chucking things. Let's just go back to Phoenix Immortals Rising. Oh, now here's a game. God damn, this game's the bollocks. So I've been playing some of that too. There's nothing to talk about, but it's great. And
so you wanted to just play Breath of the Wild, really? That's what you.
I want to play Breath of the Wild, but not have to spend time getting good at riding horses and shit. And the gameplay, the combat, and no breaking weapons. Thank you. Because I just love it. Love Phoenix Rising Immortals. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Anyway.
Take this. Oh no.
Yeah. So those are some other games I've been playing. I think it's back to Stu, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about.
Yeah, talk.
I haven't. To be fair, I've got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on my list, and I haven't actually played any of that this week.
Oh, so you're a
Oh,
liar.
so you're a liar.
But what I have played is a demo for a game called The Bagman.
The Bagman.
The Bagman cometh. And
It's a demo.
I kind of like this game. I also
Describe
game
it
is
for
this?
me, Stu.
Imagine that we're listeners.
It's a point-and-click adventure horror game is the best way to
Okay.
describe.
In the
So
in
like
the
Monkey Island, but
Monkey
with
Island,
zombie
yes.
monkeys.
But also
zombie monkeys.
a bit like the very old-fashioned text adventure games in some
Okay.
respects.
King's
as well.
Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, I got you.
That sort of thing. But it also has that you can direct the NCPs to do stuff for you. So it's like plan, then you can say go to kitchen, use fridge.
Okay.
So you can use all these sort of commands to get them to do tasks on your behalf.
I got you.
So it's a little bit weird. It also has these weird sort of sprites within the text where you'll have like a walking person, a running person, and a sneaking person.
They're
So
doing the
you
running
click
man?
on, so you click on which way you want your character to move when you're moving them around on the screen.
I got you.
Graphically, I thought this looks pretty good. I think this looks pretty good. It's pretty well made. But it's fucking weird as shit. So the game starts off, you're at home playing hide and seek with your dad.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's how it teaches you to tutorial how to like control stuff.
Marco.
So you make your dad go and look for you in the fridge and all this stuff. So it sort of teaches you how to command NCPs. It also teaches you how to move around on the screen and all that kind of jive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts back to the future, and you're actually seeing a psychiatrist to talk about this bad dream you keep having.
Right.
Oh, did you say you go back to the future?
Back to the future. So you're in
Great
the past
Scott!
and you go back to the future. Then when you get back to the future, you're sort
McFly,
of...
you're a slacker.
Like,
All right.
tell me about this recurring nightmare you have. And that's what's on screen currently. So you're inside of this recurring nightmare in the psychiatrist. And then, so you get this dude who you're a friend with, and he's on a cross for some weird reason, being crucified. But then you get him to open the coffin for you. It's fairly good actually. I tried to get the shaft, and then he got hold of the shaft.
You tried to get the shaft,
and he pulled the shaft really hard.
Jesus Christ!
And then it came off, so his shaft actually broke. And then you use it to get into the coffins. And when you get into the coffin, this weird fucking zombie looks a little bit like the Ring baddie comes out of the coffin, and she pokes his eyes out and kills him. Right? So,
oh my god,
that's a bit fucking shocking.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's
it's
harsh.
shocking. And then your character's like, "Oh, get me out of this dream, doctor. This dream is too real, girl." And then you come back to the psychiatrist's office, and everything is fucked up. Like everything is like the psychiatrist is missing, shit's overturned, stuff looks wrecked. There's blood everywhere, and you're like, "What?"
The prices of the vending machines have gone up.
They've
Do you
gone
know what I
up,
mean? Like
and you're
everything's
like,
fucked.
Fucked. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? So you sort of start exploring, and it turns out you managed to bring this zombie fucking ring woman out of your dreams into reality.
Stu.
Oh, great. Way to go.
Oh, man.
Such a Stu thing to do.
Like, then you go down the stairs, right? Down the stairs.
Yeah.
And the psychiatrist is dead.
Ugh.
And all his arms have been broken and wrapped round the bar of the emergency exit. I mean, he is fucked up. Fucked up,
That's
right?
crazy.
Now, what's kind
you
of
able
cool
to
about
get a
this game,
refund
though,
on your booking?
I did. I was like, this psychiatrist is a bit rubbish. He's
Don't
dead.
think this is going to work
How the hell
out.
is he going to help me now?
Yeah.
Maybe he left a series of clues written in blood.
Maybe. Then you go down the stairs, right? So then you're like, oh, I don't know what to do now. So you're looking around, and I'm looking around. And eventually I waited out because I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I waited for ages. And then this dude, like the security guard appears, right? And he's like, oh, I've got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. What the fuck? And then you're like, did you do this to him? And then he's like, did you do this to him? So then you're accusing each other of killing the psychiatrist, right? And he's like, oh, you're the only one here. It must have been you and all this stuff, right? Then zombie woman comes out of the door, so she suddenly appears.
Right, she's back.
He fucking
Give
ran
me a
off.
McDonald's. I want a McDonald's.
He did a runner back up the stairs, right? He fucked off and left me there.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise I had to do a runner, and she grabbed hold of me and swallowed me whole, and that was Dad died.
Are you a McDonald's? I want a McDonald's.
I was the
He
McDonald's.
looked like he was a McDonald's.
She's like, you died. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then it started me right back at the beginning of when I woke up in the psychiatrist's office, right? So I was like, But I kind of know what to do now. So what was kind of cool was, the second time through, I went up the stairs rather than down the stairs, and I found the security guard hiding in the toilets. So what?
Hey, you chicken shit, let's go!
Yeah, he was hiding in the loo. Now, what's kind of cool about that is, obviously, the game recognised I hadn't gone upstairs to look for him, so eventually it just sent him down anyway to come to me. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. It's kind of cool. So then you get a walkie if you escape. So the second time, obviously, I didn't get eaten, and I did a runner. I went, fuck this shit, I'm out of here as well. We ran up the stairs together. He hid it, and then it does Alien Isolation style. He hid in the toilet. I hid in a closet. And then he plays this, like, the music gets faster if she's nearby, so you know she's in the vicinity, and you have to wait till it goes off. And it's very Alien Isolationist, so you've got to kind of avoid her, and she chases you down every time she sees you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bit of an edge of the seat thing. So that was kind of cool. I liked all that, and then I kind of got stuck because I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now because I've got to. Because by the way, psychiatrist dude, his mouth's sewn up, so you obviously know the card you need to get out of the place is inside his mouth. So I've got to find something to cut his mouth open with, but I haven't found that yet.
Oh, dear.
Stitch
And
ripper.
then stitch ripper, or just some scissors. I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, scissors would work.
Just scissors.
I mean, a sewed up mouth is not a formidable obstacle, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I'd just pried
No.
that thing open, I think.
Use your hands.
Well, I thought that.
Chew
right?
them
And
out.
she's like,
Just
"I
chew them
need
out with your
something-
mouth.
I need something to cut the stitches with or something, she says.
Lick them out.
Like all good point and click adventure games. She went, that won't do it.
Here's what you need to get.
The rubber
Dumbass.
chicken.
Yeah.
A rubber chicken.
I
Yeah,
can
let's
get
go
you,
for that.
Flask.
So yeah, do you know what? I thought it was pretty good. I actually
Cool.
kind of enjoyed it.
Cool.
But I stopped playing because it was time to make some tea. So I was like, I need to stop playing this now. Yeah, I
We're
liked
gonna
it.
go back to the
I thought it was
Bagman,
pretty good.
huh?
I might have another go of the demo because it's not out yet. It's just a demo. But it's pretty well made, but it's a weird like combination of point and click adventure and run away and hide horror game.
Sure.
So yeah, which is a kind of interesting mix, really. You don't often get that, do you?
That's true.
Or you actually have to run away. And most point and clicks just allow you to take your time.
And is it like
figure shit
reaction
out.
based? Like you have to click faster than she shows up? Like you could, or
Yeah.
do you
Oh, yeah.
always? Okay, so it is based on your reaction time.
Yeah, you've got to run away. You
Because
stand
that,
close
I
enough,
can't,
she'll
you know,
grab
I've
you.
reached a point in my life where I'm like, fuck that shit, man.
Mm.
I don't need to be reacting quickly to things, except Rocket League.
Yeah. And it was quite
Contradicts himself
tense.
straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty tense, which these games need to be.
Yeah, that's what I don't
They're meant to
want.
be-
I don't want that
Yeah,
tension.
you don't like
They're meant
tense.
to
You've
be
never liked a
horror,
tense game.
I've never liked
As long
tense
as I've
games.
known you, you've
And
not
you
liked
never know where she's going to pop up from. You know what I mean?
But
She
I mean-
hides in rooms and pops out
Super
on
Meat
you.
Boy's
And
kind
stuff.
of tense at times.
What?
But whatever. Anyway, Super Meat Boy can be tense at times, but whatever.
I
The
think
ten-
that's,
the-
that's
like
a different
horror
type of tense.
It is a different type of tension. That's true. Sorry, Stu,
Yeah,
you
it
were
is.
saying.
Yeah, no, she just pops up and comes out of rooms, goes into rooms. And if you go and she's seen you, she pulls you out of where you're hiding as well. So she
Oh,
knows
dear.
you're there. She's like,
So you
Gonna
gotta
get
run
ya.
and then hide. When
and
she's
they
not
also
looking.
do this thing, I've almost forgotten this. If you're in running mode, sometimes you trip up.
Ooh,
And I'm like,
okay.
That's no
that's
good.
a fucking bugger. Yeah, so it does a bit of
Ah.
a eco. You remember eco when he stumbles when you're running?
No,
Eco.
I don't.
No. I
Yeah, he
don't
does.
He
I mean, because that was one of the cool things about eco. If you're running and every now and
Then
again
he
he would stumble or trip.
All right, I got you.
So,
Cool.
So yeah, he kind of does that.
What
I'm
is this
like,
clown
"Oh,
picture in this therapy
I don't know.
office?
This is
Fuck
some
off.
creepy,
Calm
creepy
touch therapy.
psychiatrist.
Yeah, here's a psycho clown staring at you. That'll calm kids
Yeah,
down when
there
they
is.
come in to see the therapist. Come
Well,
on,
I think
y'all.
that's there to sort of remind you. I mean, it might be sort of a therapy for people who are afraid of clowns, like exposure therapy.
And the other office where they go to treat people who are scared of spiders, they got pictures of spiders everywhere.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do. Exposure, man. That's what you need.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So the Bagman, thumbs up. It
it's pretty
sounds
good.
like giving it.
I
thumbs
think
up.
it's a bit of a thumbs up in a weird kind of
Okay.
way.
Glad to hear
There you
it.
go. You got to hear it.
Jenny, it's time for a Minecraft update.
Is it? Do you really
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
to
it is.
know?
Talk about what you've been doing in your
Yeah,
Minecraft land.
what
By the way,
contraptions have you been
Like
building this
every week when Chinny talks about his Minecraft stuff, I'm like, I should go back to my Minecraft land, and I go back and like I'll play it for like an hour and be like, fuck this.
Yeah, I am reaching the
get
level of
suggested.
like, I don't think he's stopping playing this. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody was like,
Yeah.
oh, he'll come off it. And I was like, I don't think he's ever going to stop
Nope.
playing this.
He's not
Um,
gonna stop.
Okay,
Stop.
so
Yeah, stop. Yeah, like front 242.
yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Minecraft. What's the latest? Nothing crazy. Haven't had a lot of time this week, but what I did do was I made a 50-50 splitter, which I was very excited about.
You were talking about trying to get this last week, and you got it sorted.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds.
I got it sorted. So, here's my server. So the 50-50 splitter divides items equally, like 50-50. But I'd never made one before. So the idea is that I have two different sewage systems, one that goes to my storage and the other that goes into the pool. When it goes into the pool, it gets divided 50-50 and then gets divided, one goes to Ollie, one goes to Rick. So all my farms in my Amazon warehouse go to this pool is the plan. But some of the farms I can't be bothered to make twice, so I have to make a 50-50 divider for my iron farm, because I don't want to make another iron farm because they're a pain. And then 50-50, then get it to the pool, and then 50-50 again. So they get 25% basically of the iron that I produce. And I managed to make one. So this is sort of what it looks like at the moment. So the idea is that I'm going to get just a random item. I'm going to live demonstrate it now. And in fact, I'm going to
live, people. This is real time.
I'm going to do something better. I'm going to do something better. So
if you're not watching this, then it sucks to be you. You can't see Chinny's amazing redstone hookup.
So, for example, if I go to my cow torture land, it won't work because they're all baby cows. Okay, right, let's do it again. So, I'll get an item, right? An item of, what have I got? I've got 19 dirt blocks. Let's make it 18, right? I chuck the 18 dirt blocks in this pool, okay? Chuck them in. They go in there, and then they get split up 50-50, so that'll be, I don't know, 18, wasn't it? It was 9 each, so they're getting split up 50-50, 50-50. They go up out in here, and they're getting, you can see them being split up 50-50, one to Rick's house, one to Ollie's house. And that's what I've done this week. And that took probably about like a couple hours to do. It wasn't like ridiculous.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
So the sewage system works now. Like it actually delivers stuff to the location, and it splits up. So what I'm on now is like building the farms, more and more farms, because there's loads of farms I could be building. I don't have like a gunpowder farm, or whatever.
Well, why not? What if people need gunpowder?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Gunpowder is very, very sought after when you have the flying wings, Duke. Say it again. You were muted.
Elytra.
Elytra, yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Elytra, come on, call things by their names, Chinny.
Yeah,
I'm
come
not
on,
a fucking
dude.
nerd. Anyway, about my Minecraft farm.
I'm just talking about making a splitter in Minecraft in 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not a nerd or anything. So when you get the Elytra wings, you need gunpowder a lot because you use fireworks to get about.
Or you can just use it to jump off of high things and then not worry about.
A lot of people use it to fly. Come on, Duke.
You want to get it up.
Yeah, so. It was a bit of a tricky one to make this 50-50 splitter. I've got a cave underneath all this, which is quite dangerous. But I managed to, build a very temporary cobblestone platform. So I had to build all that. The 50-50 splitter comes down here, but I counted the right amount of blocks, but I forgot that I forgot to add the dropper block, and the dropper block needs its own redstone timer to spit it out. So I completely forgot about that. But so it's I don't know. Do you mess with redstone very much, Duke?
A little bit. I used redstone for a while. I was making builds that had redstone lights, like in succession, 3 lights, and then one time I did one where this was around the time when I did Nimbus X, and the company in that book is Zonite Products Corporation. So I did a tower that had ZPC at the top, and the redstone just barely fit inside the area behind it. You know what I mean? The tower that I had made, it just barely fit. And it was like, wow, just in order to go Z and then P and then C.
Yeah, so it's it's
but it's only decorative for me. I don't have any useful.
No, I haven't even like messed lights and redstone is something that I haven't messed with. Like so people say like, oh, like you must there's Minecraft is so big.
You can make a computer in Minecraft.
Yeah, the Minecraft is so big and deep that like there's loads of stuff like that that I haven't done, some of it I just won't do, right?
Sure.
Or whatever. But so, for example, the Elytra stuff, like getting to the end world.
Now.
So I know how to do it now. So I think I will try and do it.
Oh snap!
So I can get those wings. But I'm really scared.
Play on a server with me, dude, and just buy some.
No, I don't like this is the thing. I've been thinking about this, dude. You know when you say, "Oh, just buy the iron, just buy this." I don't like that. I don't like that. That's
I know.
what I get
And there's
out
a reason
of
I don't play creative mode because it's too easy. I get that. But I think for me, like buying some stuff, finding some stuff is a good balance. Like there's some near vanilla.
I love the
servers that are
idea.
just like you can
kind
buy
of-
what you need because I don't want to fucking go in the fucking nether, but you are into it. So
Yeah, I find I like the idea that everything I've got, I've earned. Do you know what I mean?
you've
The only
earned it.
thing that I haven't earned is the sponges, because to get sponges is like fucking so hard. So I haven't.
Yeah, not like building a splitter for your.
No, it's way
sewage
hard. It's
system.
way harder than that.
Oh,
And,
that's easy by comparison. What's the matter with
yeah,
you?
getting
Yeah,
sponges is
Sponges,
really
I
hard.
don't fuck with sponges, and I
Yeah.
don't even need them. So
I
if
just
you
I just
wanna
asked
soak up-
I asked Phil on the server. I was like, "Can you sort me out with some sponges?" And he just dropped 30 in my chest, and I was like, "That's all I need. I'll use those. That's
There
fine."
you go. There you
So yeah, so it's it continues to sort of be an obsession, really. I'm not really sure. I think for the first time in my gaming life, I've just listened to my since I got into gaming from like about 21, like the 360 era. I'm
Yeah.
just playing what I want rather than like trying to keep up. And I've never really done that. I've always like
forced yourself to play.
yeah,
stuff
forced
that
myself to
isn't-
play like whatever. And I always used to think like, you know, little Mike, little Chinny, he used to just sort of play whatever he wanted. Do you know what I mean? He just played whatever. And
Yeah.
I remember playing Mario Kart for hours and hours and hours. And I always did think, I was like, what would adult Chinny just play if he just was left to play whatever he wanted? And the answer is Minecraft, obviously. The answer is just I would just
Obviously.
play Minecraft constantly.
Obviously.
And,
What do you think?
Let
What
your
do you think?
Minecraft flag fly.
What do you think? Child Ginny, not Ginny, Chinny.
Ginny.
Child Chinny would think of Minecraft.
I think he would like it. I think he would. I wouldn't be anywhere without YouTube, you know, and tutorials. So if Child Chinny played this without YouTube and tutorials, but obviously there'll be a way. There'll be like magazines would print how to do this redstone build, or
There are
you know,
books.
Yeah, there books, or there'd be a whole magazine dedicated. You know, if the world didn't have internet, there'd be a whole magazine dedicated to Minecraft and how to do this and manuals and everything. So it would still get out there, but yeah, I think I think I would like it, but I wouldn't know how much is possible. Whereas with the internet and everything, like you're like, oh okay, because I don't know that you can make a 50-50 splitter. Do you know what I mean? I don't know that. I just
No, you
think,
just found out by looking on YouTube.
I just thought that would be. I made the sewage system and thought that would be a good thing for. Like somebody must have thought of how to do
Somebody's
that.
probably figured out how to do that.
Somebody's probably figured that out. So
It's
it's
probably
not
like 3 different ways to do it. So.
and that's the thing is like here's the noisy version and here's the redstone version of it. So you know, like, it's mad how you do it.
Here's a question though: what if you wanted to send your stuff to 3 people? What would happen? How would you do that?
Yeah, I thought about that because there are 2 other people on the server, and I asked them like, "Would you want a sewage system to your house?" And they both said absolutely no, which I sort of got as like a maybe.
So I hear that as a yes.
Yeah, and also I think if they don't come into the server that enough, I feel like I can do whatever I want in here. So I am because this server is so empty. I am getting more and more tempted to make like a veteran gamers server or to open this one up, just because, you know, because it'd be nice to have some people.
You're lonely now because everyone else has got
lonely, but I've got a platform where I can sort of show off my build. You know what I mean? I can talk about it on this podcast.
Look, we're talking about vanity again, aren't we?
Yeah, no, it's all about vanity because I'm like, look what I've done.
Look at it! I know you see it on the podcast, but
it's
look
not a
at it in
half-finished
real life.
statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did finish that statue, but I'm just trying to change all the all the materials that it was made of. But like I don't know. Again, with that server, like somebody built me like a duping machine. They call it a duping machine, don't they, Duke? Like where you duplicate items. And I was very grateful for it, but it like spoiled everything because all of a sudden like I just had everything I wanted.
Yeah, right. Sure.
And I felt like, you know, look, everything I've built, every quartz that I've built, like it's all just I've earned it. You know what I mean? And quartz is one of the things that you. Quartz is a true show off of wealth because you have to mine quartz. You can't farm it. So, you know, when I do my quartz sort of bridge, I'm like, I see, like I've made a whole quartz bridge. That's how cool I am. And no one thinks I'm cool.
Don't talk to me about fucking quartz. That stuff is expensive. Just
in your kitchen.
Yeah, that stuff, man. Oh my god. That is like a third of the price of the kitchen just for your quartz. I tell you.
Well, it is pretty hard to get.
You should go in the Nether yourself, Chinny, Stu.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I need to go mine some quartz from somewhere.
Yeah.
Learn from Chinny.
Yeah. So it's it's a vibe, Minecraft. It's all just about like I'm switching my brain off. I stick on like a podcast or like a thing or whatever, and I zone out and I play it, and there's no it's easy, and that's all. And I'm the more I play it, the more like, oh, I've got to play a game with conflict. Like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I've got to play a game. As soon as Minecraft starts feeling like a game where I've got to fight, I'm like, oh god, this is stressful. Do you know what I mean? Like when the mobs are attacking me, I'm like, oh god, this is stress. So maybe it's softened me up a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like I've got to get like an Elden Ring out the way soon, just to sort of like balance it all out.
Really.
But no, I'm just going to listen to my gaming heart, and at the moment, it's singing Minecraft.
Oh,
very good.
All right. Well, I got two more to talk about real quick.
Go, dude. Go.
Yeah. So one of them was a game you played, Stu, called Chromagun 2. Die Harder.
Oh yes.
Or Die Hard.
That's
DYE.
good. I like that. Yeah,
I liked
I bought that
it
game
at first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good at what it does. Because it sort of looked at Portal and said, okay, fine, but what if we made it like colors instead of portals? And the colors sometimes will open portals. It's problem solving. It's puzzles. You're in a series of dimensions that are like each progressively more weird, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, voice acting's pretty good, by the way.
The voice acting's pretty good. The mechanics works fine. I liked it at first because it felt elegant. And then they started introducing these balls. And the balls are like drawn to colors. So if you got an orange ball, it'll go to the orange, painting. It does like a block that's orange.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's fine. It works well at first. And then it becomes, okay, you need to get it halfway between these two the blocks. You paint them both orange, and it goes halfway between them.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, you got to get it like 2/3 of the way there, and you got to figure out like how to get it kind of there, and then it's just
but you can't just keep it at the same easiness, because where's the progression?
I know, but I'm saying though, like figuring out what's 2/3 of the way, like which two things to mark, like it just became kind of technical to me. It felt. It got annoying.
Says the person who plays these games where you've got to make fucking conveyor belts to transport stuff here, there, and everywhere.
But
you can't get much more technical than that.
You're right, but it's a fun kind of technicality.
Oh,
like it's not. I don't know. It felt, and then I kept with it. Like, there was one puzzle I had to look up, which was really stupid that I had to look it up because you know what the thing I wasn't doing, Stu? I wasn't looking up.
Oh yeah.
So
no.
it's you know what I'm talking about? There's that one
I'm
where
right.
the blue
You know what though? I'm kind of all right when I look someone up. If I have a look it up and I think, they never got that.
No,
like,
absolutely.
Oh, fuck off.
That's a part I couldn't be mad at the game for that. I was like, okay, you know what? I should have figured that out.
Yeah, you should.
And again, like, you know, a lot of the things in this game are cool. I like the fact that the balls don't actually kill you. They just kind of like bump you and then you're like, But
yeah, they're annoying more than anything else. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
no
That was
fail
fine.
state really. There's no
Right,
fail state.
exactly. And then I get to the barn and there's these like chicken balls or whatever it is. And
Yeah.
I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm done. I'm good. No, thank you.
I liked it. I bought the full game. I haven't played it yet, to be fair, but I did really like
Glad
that
you liked
game.
it. There's things I liked about it. Like I wanted to like it. And, you know, the swinging lamps that they show in the little playthrough here. That was kind of
that's
cool.
good.
And there's that one
Where you
area
have
that's
to
real dark and you
illuminate
had to like,
everything.
yeah, that was fun. I actually kind of liked
It took
that.
me a while to
I
get
just-
through that, but when I figured
Oh,
it out,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. I felt
Absolutely.
satisfied.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, and I think that's an example of good elegance in puzzle design. And then the other parts where it's just, I don't know, the balls just, I don't know. I think that sometimes they hit gold with the design, and sometimes it
Yeah.
wasn't quite so gold with the designs. But whatever.
I get where you come. I do get where you're coming from, but I do think, you know, for sort of Portal type clone games, and there's been a few, hasn't there, that have riffed on that kind of gameplay. I
Yeah,
think
there's
this is
been
one of the
loads.
better ones. Yeah, I think this is one of the better examples of taking
it's like
that
I said,
kind of concept, but making it still a bit unique to them. You know what I mean? So it
yeah.
isn't
Oh yeah.
a
I mean,
full-blown
the color. Yeah, I agree that the color stuff is generally pretty solid. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. Yeah.
I'll let you know. I am gonna. I mean, I just haven't got around to it yet because I am trying to concentrate on just a couple of games at a time, and I am being pretty good at this. But yeah, I'm just gonna get into that once I have some time to commit to it, you know, and not sort of be just playing a bit of it for the sake of it. But I will let you know. I will report back.
There's another puzzle game that I found.
Oh.
I think this was a demo. I don't know where I found this demo, but the game is called The Artisan of Glimeth, which has the most pretentious name in the world.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
There's no, like, it's just, so there's a world that you're in. You're trying to recreate these windows, and you move the world around with the mouse, but there's no character. There's no actual moving around in it. And then there's these tablets that are the puzzle levels. There's no name, there's no numbers on them. So if you need to figure out how to solve a certain puzzle, you just got to watch a playthrough of the whole area. You can't say like, oh, puzzle 17. You know what I mean? That's frustrating. But it is freaking good. This game is so well made. Here's what you do. It's just stained glass.
Right.
And you have a grid, and then you have certain conditions in that grid. So one of the conditions will be, the first puzzle I think is 2x2. Everything's got to be 2x2 shapes. And then another puzzle is everything's going to be bent 3.
Right.
And it starts off very simple like that, and then it starts to get more and more complicated. And before long, you're just like scratching your head, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Holy shit! You can flip and turn and reverse the pieces and stuff, but and for a lot of them, you can just guess your way through. But it's so satisfying when you get done with something and you're just like, and then it finishes, and it's like, yes, and it's very pretty. The Duchess even played a few levels, and she was having a good time with it. So
you have explained this, Duke, but it's like, and you did explain it well, but it's kind of like Tetris pieces. You've got to fit like 5 Tetris pieces in this big grid, like that random shape, and
correct.
Yeah, so it's like,
then it becomes and there's like hidden puzzles and stuff, and it gets hard because there's like,
and then there's multiple
conditions that are really weird.
Yeah.
And then there's ones where it's like you need to have each of these symbols in each exactly once in each shape you put down.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out how, okay, I can't jump over them. They have to be contiguous. And it's a lot of trial and error. There's people who do it mathematically, like trying to figure out, and there's the metal around the edges, like in actual stained glass. And so there's people who will like block out, like, okay, I know this needs to be that shape, or I know this needs to be this. And there's some that, because every level has a rating. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like, and here's the thing. Like I said, you're reconstructing windows. So when you solve, like, let's say there's 15 of these tablets in an area, right?
Yeah.
You need to solve 10 to rebuild the window, right? And then you rebuild the window, and it's like, you've rebuilt the window. And then you get another 3, it'll put silver around the window. If you get all 15, it'll put gold around the window. So obviously, I need to get gold around every window. But by the time you get to like the 3rd area, getting gold around the window is a level 7 puzzle. And it says when you click on it, it goes, these are really, really difficult. You should play them last, because as you play the other levels in the game, you'll learn certain tips and tricks that you'll find useful when doing this level 7 puzzle. And I spent half an hour on the level 7 puzzle, and I was like, I still don't have any idea how I would go about doing this. It's
You know what
so
this reminds me of?
Tetris.
It reminds me a little bit of, a little bit of that, but it also reminds me of The Witness.
Okay.
In so much as the puzzles on face value look fairly simple, but they're actually become really complicated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because what the Witness does really well is when you very first start off on The Witness, it seems fairly straightforward how to do the puzzles, you know. And
and they are. The early puzzles are just very basic.
It looks like it's pretty basic, but then they have a way of really getting complicated really fast.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what The Witness does really well. And I think this game is very reminiscent of that.
It is. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I thought I might get frustrated with it and just give up on it, but I'm not. Like, I'm staying with it. It's got its hooks in me, man. Now, there's some, I don't know if I'll ever finish those level 7 puzzles, so it might be the type of thing where I'm just like going to finish the whole game, you know, get through whatever it is, but not do the, you know, get gold around all of the things.
Yeah.
What I also like looking at it is it's easy to understand what you've got to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and the controls are very helpful. Like, you default to it'll just fill in the colors as it wants to. You know what I mean? That's the center tile. It'll just put in colors randomly. But you can also choose. And the Duchess was like, now I want red for this one, and now I want green over here. And it's just it's so satisfying. And it's just a really well-made game. I'm really having a good time with it. So, The Artisan of Glimeth, there's a free demo on Steam. Go check it out, people. If you like the demo, it's a pretty cheap game. I bought it straight away. Like, I finished the demo, and I was like, yes, I am here for this.
That's cool.
So,
I think it's pretty good. This is like quite a zen game, isn't it? Because you just constantly
yeah, but
to an
you pretty
extent.
soon get less zen with it, because it's like, motherfucker. But it's just, I don't know. There's nothing like the feeling of finishing a level and being like, yes, I did it.
I was gonna say this will have that really good eureka moment when you do it. You know, when you sort of solve it.
It will. But a lot of it's kind of trial and error. So I'm like less eureka and more like, oh, thank God I got it. How the fuck? But yeah, it's awesome. I'm really liking it. Artisan of Glimeth. Go check it out, people.
Terrible name.
It's not a great name, but you know what? Who cares? It's a good game.
Oh yeah.
All right, you got anything else, Stu? Or are we ready for the
No, let's play my game, bitch.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch! Play my game, bitch.
Yeah, it's got the Breaking Bad thing.
Yeah, bitch!
Yeah. So this week we are playing Space Marine 40,000 Warhammer 7,500. What is it? Space 2.
Warhammer
40K.
40K.
Space
Space Marine 2.
Space War Marine Hammer 40,000.
Yep.
Warhammer Space Marine 2, basically. Let's just go with that. That's easier.
It's the game that answers the question, what if Gears of War wasn't so sunshine and rainbows like Mario Kart, and it was more blood, death, murder, spit, carnage, blood, murder, death?
Can we just say Warhammer was around fucking decades before Gears of War was even a thing?
Yeah, and it was dark and grim, and everything was bleeding always. There is no peace. There is no there is only war.
Yeah, if anyone's copying anyone, I guess it would be Gears of War copying Warhammer, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I played Gears of War first, so I had this sense of what Gears of War was. The gameplay feels very Gears of War-ish here.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but I suppose like the
Actual
whole
franchises around
chainsaws and everything, but you know, saying this is like Gears of War is saying like PUBG is like Fortnite. It's like, well, it's the other way around, mate. But
they're very similar games. They're both battle.
Yeah, but I suppose Gears was ahead in terms of what those games feel and look like. And
Yeah. I mean, the sort of the stuff that those games are based on is probably influenced by Warhammer originally, you know, from the comics or the story.
The Duchess came through when I was doing a cutscene, and she was like, "Wow, could you have a more stereotypical bad guy?" And I was like, "Actually, that's a good guy. That's your like commander, the skull dude who's like, we have reborn you. You are only fate. What is your? It's all this question and answer stuff. What is your fate? My fate is death. What is your destiny? My destiny is war. What is your loyalty? My loyalty is pain." And whatever the fuck he's saying, it's just, she was just laughing her head off.
Do you know what, dude? I hear what you're saying. I hear you. But this game is fucking brilliant. I absolutely loved it.
In a lot of ways, it is brilliant. I agree. The gameplay is good. I agree. The gameplay is. I expected to not enjoy the gameplay, but I actually did. But you got to admit, the cutscenes are just so fucking ridiculous.
They're well done. I mean, they're slick as well, though. They're ridiculous, but they're fucking well done. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. This is no different than playing Doom. You know, if that for that kind of craziness, that's kind of the same sort of feeling.
I reached a certain point with Doom where I was like, man, I don't know. Again,
I think
like,
this game is brilliant.
Claire Obscure, like everything is so dark and you're just on the verge of death.
Yeah, but that's the game, isn't it?
People like it. Hey, more power to them. I like I said, I did enjoy the part that I played. I don't want to sound too
I think the combat is fucking brilliant.
The combat is very well done. I agree. Yes.
And the look of the game, it looks amazing, and it plays well, and it controls well, and the enemies are pretty well thought out. I think this is brilliant. I mean, come on, Chinny, back me up on this.
No, I think it is good. Yeah, I didn't play it for long, but I recognize that it's very good, and I was like, yeah, I could play this and be happy. But it's just funny, isn't it? How I do remember vaguely this coming out and everybody sort of saying it was good, but it just isn't good enough. You know, it isn't different enough for it to sort of stand out these days. But it's very good. Like there's not. I can't really fault the game, to be honest. Like there's nothing about it. It's polished. It looks great. The combat feels good. There's a parry system, a melee system, and a shooting system. So there's lots going on there, so it's more complex.
And I thought as well, when I did the boss fight, I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was so well structured, and all the sort of hordes that are coming at you, and then you're trying to fight a boss as well.
Gave you a
and
very intense sense of chaos, and pressure. Agreed.
No, I agree. So it's a thumbs up from me. I thought it was great. I did think the cutscenes were boring and stupid, and yeah, I suppose. Well, Gears does take itself seriously, doesn't it? But
I would have the same criticisms of Gears. I just feel that this is Gears turned up to 11.
Yeah, it is, and
there's nothing wrong with that because Gears has been a bit shit recently. So you know,
well, no, it's a certain aesthetic. It's a vibe that some people are really going to dig, and I just reached a point where I'm like, okay. We have more
I'm gonna say once I finish Requiem, this is gonna replace that game to play because I love it.
You're gonna need something that has nothing but blood and death and pain.
Yeah,
and murder.
I feel like this is a good time for me to play a game like this because I really like it. I thought it was so good.
I would give it a reluctant thumbs up because like I don't know. I did enjoy the gameplay. As soon as I got to a certain point, I was like, I think I'm good. I'm not going to play any more of it. But I appreciate how much it does very well, and I do appreciate how much the gameplay really rocks and rolls. So
yeah, it just feels so fluid as well when you're playing it. You know, from switching from the your melee attack to your guns to kicking stuff in the face.
And there's combos that make sense so that you do an attack and then you do the combo. It'll shoot some person you don't really have to aim. It's very satisfying.
Yeah, I loved it. I was very impressed.
So that's 3 thumbs up. How about that? Doesn't happen every week.
No.
Yeah, massive thumbs up. Rightio, we have got some emails to do. In fact, I've got some news. Just a minute. I brought the phone. I've had it on Do Not Disturb.
Oh my God.
Putting news first.
Let me just find it. I have to have it in my saved area. I'm getting better at this now.
Very good.
Saves.
Yeah, seamless. This
I'm
is
getting better. I'm getting better at this.
seamless.
Here we go.
You don't even notice.
It's seamless,
haven't
man.
even
What are you
noticed.
saying? What are you saying? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the news this week. News this week.
Okay.
Kingdom Come Deliveroo 2 developer claims to have been fired, replaced by AI. This is on Polygon, right?
Oh, all right.
Now, I've got some issues with this story. First of all, the clickbait headline.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Because it turns out the said Warhorse Studios developer was in fact somebody who translated the game into different languages. And I'm sorry, but I don't actually class that as a game developer. You know, someone who does localization of the text.
Depends,
like for the
doesn't it?
subtitles.
It depends if they work for the developer.
They're
or
not a developer, though, are they? They haven't helped create the game. They're just localizing the languages within
I think
the
it
game.
depends. To me, it depends if they're employed by the actual development or if they're freelance.
They are employed, I think. So they have been employed.
Okay,
for
well,
4
yeah,
years,
I would say
think.
they are a developer. Yeah, I would say so.
I think that's a stretch. They work for them, but that's like saying the person who does the catering is a developer because they're employed by the studio. That's
So,
not
what
a
would you class as a
though, is it?
developer?
Someone who actually codes for the game,
Okay.
actually creates the game,
All
or
right,
writes
so-
the script,
so
or
what about-
does something creative within the game.
Oh, okay. So you changed it. So, because I was gonna say, what about a composer?
No, that's still creative because they're creating the music for the game. All he's doing is translating the languages.
Okay.
That's not a creative thing because he's just making it from English to Spanish or English to.
I'd still say that's a
Chinese or-
developer. Like, I don't know. I've never really thought about it, but I'd say like if he's employed by him, he's one of them. That's what I'd say.
No, but that's like you can say.
All
that
right,
for the
all right, there's a-
cleaner then.
there's a-
so the
he-
cleaner's also a developer of the game.
Something that he does changes something in the game, right?
Yeah, but that's still not a developer, is it?
Look, he is responsible for changing something in the game. The cleaner doesn't come in
Anyway.
and like change something in the game. She cleans the bloody office or whatever. But
No,
you know,
I get where you're coming
or he,
from, but I still
or
think he's
them.
not a coder. He's not a coder.
Or dog.
Anyway, we'll just agree to disagree on this point because it doesn't really matter to the story.
I think we should keep talking about it. You're
He was
muted,
actually,
dude.
to be fair, they employ quite a few of these guys. He was the Czech to English translator.
Right.
I think we've just gotten started on this debate. We need to keep going with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think. We
Is
need to
this
stop.
made in Czech?
Anyway, I don't know, but anyway, here we go. So the thing
Alright.
is, right? He was called into the office, right? And
Yeah.
they went, "Hey, what's he called?
Hey.
Max. Hey, Max.
Dave.
Listen,
Have a
Max.
seat. Have a seat, Max, my man. We've thought about it, right? And we have to pay you a lot of money a year just to fucking like do a foreign language in the game or whatever, you know, that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we realised if we go to ChatGPT, we
Yeah,
can
man.
ask that to do the same job.
Yeah, man.
And
Now it
it
starts,
doesn't
man.
cost. It doesn't cost us anything. So
No, it
see
doesn't.
ya. Bye. See you
Sucks to be
later.
you.
Take your shit
Fix
out of your
them for
office and get the
everybody's
fuck out
job
of it.
soon. Don't worry.
Suck
Don't
my
think they can't run a
balls.
kitchen or manage a team of people doing video editing or
And the
teach kids.
reason-
They're already starting to do it. We're here with kids teaching.
Yeah.
The reason it was given was to make the company more effective and save
Of course it is.
finances. Save
Right.
Yeah.
finances.
That's it.
So there you go. Anyway, what
Yeah.
do we think about this? What do we?
I think
what are
I
we
sort
saying?
of. I remember
that AI.
I went to the Think Tank Museum in Birmingham, right? And did I think?
Yeah.
Did I? And there was a demonstration of this company that used to make custom label tags that went in on your collar. Remember, like you used to have your name on the tag
Yeah,
of your
yeah, for your-
clothes.
For your school uniform.
And it showed you how this company went from a huge factory of people doing this to 4 people doing this, and then basically how punch card coding came into it, and
Yes.
1 person was doing this, and
Right. That's the way it's always been. There's always some trend of making things more efficient. And some things are going to come and go. However, this is next level because it can eliminate the need for humans to work at all, which, hey, if I could not work, I would want to teach, but there are some things that AI is not yet able to do very well, and B, what happens to the wealth that the robots generate? That's really the question. If we're all going to share in that wealth, that's fine. Fuck Elon Musk. How dare you
That's
even
what
bring
he
him
said's
up?
going to happen. That's what he said is going to happen. He said, everything's going to be automated or done by AI. You can just choose to chill.
And that he gets all the money.
Or do a bit of work if you want, you know what I mean? And you just get money. You just
if you want.
We live in this great, society where everyone just gets to
He's
chill.
done a great job sharing the wealth so far. I believe that he's going to be very generous with it. See, that's the problem. I mean, there's also the environmental concerns about AI and the fact that humans have value to their lives by working.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just worried about the price of RAM, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's also a factor.
Yeah.
And memory and stuff, because all that's going up in price now as well, isn't it? Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, petrol and gas are fucked.
Yeah.
Oil's fucked.
Well,
It's all fucked.
that's also
fucking
because
RAM's fucked.
Russia
AI's
invading
just
Ukraine
a
and
big
U.S.
fuck.
bombing Iran.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's not going to
there's
end
plenty of work to
anytime
be
soon,
done.
is it?
But, it's not hopeless. We can change things. We just have to put the work in. We have to decide that we want to have some control over our world and not just let 6 white guys run everything.
Why can't I be one of the 6? That's what I'm mad about.
You're a white guy. You're a white guy. You
Hey,
qualify.
I feel like saying to those guys, "Hey guys, I'm white. I could have the
you,
white.
right?
What's the matter with you?
Come on."
Your child is not welcome here, Chinny.
Oh yeah, we can just sort of brush that under the carpet. Also, we've got, it'll tick a box for you guys, wouldn't it? Yeah.
No, have you not paid attention to what the U.S. government's been doing? They're getting rid of all those boxes.
Oh.
They don't want the boxes. Did you see those videos of the dude trying to
no
explain?
boxes.
They were asking him, "How do you have an understanding of what DEI is?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he's like, "What is it?" He's like, "Whatever's in the executive order that Trump signed." Motherfucker, you don't have an understanding if you're just pointing to somebody else. Anyway, Don't get me started.
No.
Anyway, the other news story, and we should have covered this last week because this has been a big fucking blow.
Oh, great. Now it's too late.
Now we've got to re-record
Big
last
blow.
week's show.
Yeah, we do. Which is DLSS5's generative AI glow-ups of video games.
Yes, I've seen
So-
this. Yes.
So have you not seen this, Duke? Are you unaware of this?
No, I don't know. I have no idea what it is.
So basically, at Gamescom, Nvidia came along and they went, "Hey, Max, translator." They were like, "Oh, not all the
Nvidia just released,
all those fucking artists who make video games look good. Well, they can fuck right off as well because we've got some AI that makes your video game look fucking mint, man, like photorealistic, and all you do is press a button, job done."
Now, here's the thing. That feels like an AI that I don't necessarily hate so much because, is that a job anybody really wants to do? Like making the graphics look better in a game? That's like if an AI can find the walls to the invisible walls to a world. Like, okay, fine, let it do that. I don't know.
So what they're saying, what a lot of people are getting the knickers in a twist about, they're saying when these developers make these video games, they have an artistic vision of what that video game is going to look like.
Yes, agree.
And what the characters and models and all that stuff's going to look like, and the textures and all the environments. And basically what this does is they press a button and it creates almost like a Instagram filter, for want of a better analogy, over the top of what the artist has created to, in effect, try and make it look photorealistic.
Yeah. It's
in a nutshell.
Seeing it in motion, it looks a bit janky. We're seeing what we're seeing now on the video, just like
a glimpse of the future.
Characters sitting still, it looks pretty good. It's only going to get better. I think there's a trend about a year ago of people taking GTA, because essentially what's happening here is the AI is looking at a frame, an image, and then converting that image to be more realistic looking, right?
Yes.
So it's reverse doing what some filters do, where it makes you look like a cartoon or a video game. And so people have been doing that on TikTok for like about a year, where they get GTA 3, right? In fact, I'll find an example while we're talking of like what I mean. But so they'll get like GTA 3 and sort of like put this through the ringer and go like, well, this is kind of what like a GTA 3 would look like if you just put an AI filter on it, and it sort of works. Like this is the scary thing about it, is like, yeah, it does actually work, but it's janky. Like, so things don't quite look, look, the AI thinks that's a shelf, and then it turns it into like a fucking mug, and
for now it is.
For now, yeah, and it's only going to get better. I know that, but like, it's not something new. I think the new part is that is it GeForce or Nvidia, whatever, whoever the fuck it is.
It's Nvidia who's doing this.
Have like they've got on board with it. It's the first wave of it. So I sort of felt like it was going to come to this. I think developers and artists being offended by it because they didn't consent to it. I think the people that made Resident Evil didn't know that they were going to be in the trailer for this. However, Todd Howard, whatever the fuck that nerd's name is, Todd Howard, he did consent to this. He said, like, yeah, do it on Starfield, because no one's playing it anyway.
Yeah, because it looks shit.
So no one knows what it looks like anyway. So he consented to it, and I suppose if you develop a game with this in mind, you don't even need the characters to look good at all, because people made like, GTA 3 look good. What it emphasizes really is how important animation is, and how important, because when you look at like the I've got one on the screen now. It's GTA 5, but with AI filter on it, and when you look at it, you go, okay, like if the animation is good in the game, then it's going to look real. But if the animation is bad, then it'll just look like a video game NPC. So I feel like when developers make games with this in mind, it's going to start to look better. But as you can see, I'm looking at this now, and it's not perfect, but it's early days. So I feel like this is coming. Like, this is going to be the way of things, because what we're seeing on screen, this looks ridiculously real. So,
when Rockstar spent and took whatever time to do Vice City and make it look better and all that kind of stuff, but the gameplay, they could have just pushed a fucking button.
Well, I don't think it's as simple as pushing a button.
Technology didn't exist at the time, did it?
No, but what I'm saying is that to me is how there's a use for it with older games that you want to make look more modern.
Of course.
Just press a button and away you go. It looks more modern.
But that's why the argument there is that people would usually work on those games, and it would provide jobs and an economy and things like that. Whereas now,
right, and ultimately, look, here's what it comes down to. Because, look, when we develop video games, the people who made board games, I'm sure there was a drop in board game production, right? Yeah. And it's not the case that, we should keep employing blacksmiths to make, blacksmiths didn't make shoes for horses, but you know what I mean? Like, when we switched to cars, we didn't necessarily need to say, like, well, we should still be subsidizing people who make horseshoes for horses, because they're going to be out of a job otherwise.
Well,
like, hang on a second. Here's the point. So there's a part at which you need creative destruction for an industry, for a society to move on. Mm-hmm. However, again, when the robots can do everything and there's only the CEOs of the companies needing to push buttons, then the question is, what happens to everybody else? The other thing I would say is,
I was going to say, you could also have this argument with print magazines, couldn't you? Because the internet killed print magazines.
Exactly. And I don't think that we're missing out on a lot. First of all, print's not dead, but for the most part, it's gone compared to what it once was. And I don't think, we need to be having, a whole industry of print magazines just because there are people who wouldn't have jobs otherwise. However, in that case, people went online to do the work. You know what I mean? And so, the people who ran the printing press Right, I agree. They suddenly had to find other jobs, and that can be tough. And that's what a smart society will do, is help those people transition. But when it's all digital and the robots do everything, then the question is, okay, well, again, what is happening to all that wealth? And do people want games that are made by robots or games that are made by humans? Because I think that what we see with music is, and music gives us an early glimpse into a lot of this stuff, what people find is if they know that something's AI, they generally don't want to listen to that music. They want to listen to music that's made by humans, even paradoxically, when it is techno or trance, which is it might as well be made by a robot. But nevertheless, I think people do want music made by humans, and I think the same is true about video games.
What's quite interesting, there's been another story this week, which isn't video game related, but a book has been withdrawn from sale because it turned out it was 70% written by AI.
Oh my God,
Good,
the amount of...
It's hard enough for human beings to get their books out there. I know from experience. We don't need to be competing with slop. I mean, it's already...
They got away with it. They were saying the problem is it's getting more and more difficult to tell.
Hey, who the fuck are you telling? I'm right in this moment grading essays, and I just found someone. I have to go into the version history and check to see how long it took them to write these paragraphs. I can see them show up one bit at a time. This lady had 1205, nothing on the page. 1206, there's a whole fucking essay. Okay, you copied and pasted it.
I love the fact that there's a tool that you can use to
Well,
find
thank God there is. Because there's these robots that are like, oh, we'll detect AI. But you know what? I don't trust those robots either.
No, well, that's what they said.
Accuse a kid of plagiarizing AI if he actually wrote it himself, or vice versa.
That's also the issue, because they were saying some of the tools that they used to detect that it's AI written are failing to do that because the AI itself is getting more sophisticated.
It's an arms race. You're going to have You're going to have the AI writing bots competing with the AI composition detection bots. I'll tell you what. Why don't you have the robots fight it out, and I'll be over here actually trying to create stories that come from the human soul and the other see if anybody gives a fuck. Answer: no.
And the other scary thing I read this week is that AI being sort of lying in effect on purpose. So there's more and more incidents of AI making stuff up to appease people and knowing it's sort of telling an untruth. So it's
That's
actually
the sycophantic nature of chatbots, no doubt. By the way, I shouldn't say nobody cares. I have deep love for the people out there who have rocked with Nimbus X or Brains or whatever it is. So thank you. I appreciate y'all sincerely, because that does.
It's getting pretty scary, man. Fucking Terminator is coming, is what I think.
Yes.
But the amount of slop of children's books that are completely written by AI, but I can spot them because like the covers just all look the same. Like I don't know,
well, there is a certain tell right now for AI art, but don't worry, they'll fix that. But here's John Oliver. He was right.
Any experiment with AI, it's fun for a second, and then there's just this chilling sensation of the 100% rolling right in.
Yeah. Interestingly, Millie's been, this is completely irrelevant, but also relevant at the same time. Millie's been trying to hire a car for New Zealand.
Oh,
yeah.
And one of the car hire companies had 27,000 reviews, 47% of which were 5-star, right? And I'm like, it's in fucking New Zealand, man.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit weird. And when I looked,
suspicious.
They were all but they'd only done one review, and they were all clearly AI. You know, all the 5-star reviews were clearly bots.
You know what's funny? That actually reminds me. I put a thing on the Rocket League Reddit about how ego ruins competitive twos. I think I talked about it last week. The responses I got were like, "Holy Chat GPT," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, thank you for the compliment." But I hate to break it to you, a human, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a good fucking writer. He goes, because this one person was like, oh, holy ChatGPT. And I'm like, oh, actually, no. Do you have any thoughts about the point I was trying to make here? And he goes, how is this not AI? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, because AI trains on good writers, and I'm a fucking good writer, I guess.
I'm an English teacher.
Yeah. So whatever. It was crazy. Like, how do you convince someone that you're not a robot?
I know that's the problem.
Exactly what a robot
would say, man.
Yeah.
Catch 22. Catch 22. Okay, we have
nobody mistakes my writing for AI. There you go. That must have been written by a fucking
I'll tell
idiot.
you, it's funny you say that, actually. I was just looking at a student's writing here, and I'm like, it's such a relief when I'm like, fucking run-on sentences and like a lot of mistakes, red underline. I'm like, hallelujah, this kid did it himself. That makes me so happy.
Bless him.
So, rather apt, it's time for some emails. Let's do that.
Yeah, here we go. Strong bad, hit me.
Email. Email. Email.
I like it. I like that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 141. Death metal.
And the reason why it's apt is because it's from Jason.
And it was written. It's no AI could be this incoherent and focus this much on pooping.
But the email is entitled "Gosh Darn AI." That is the title of his email. Gosh darn AI. He says, "Hey, veterans! Instead of thoughts and prayers, please play a round of Tiger Woods golf, and pour a little out for your homeboy." No, I don't.
You know what? He was out before, and he's not going anywhere. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Come on. I don't think we can feel sorry for the guy.
I mean, we can feel sorry for it because he clearly has some problems.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be driving while he's on drugs. Let's be honest.
I agree. Especially because he has all that money. Like, there are some people who are like, I can't get home otherwise. He's not one of those guys. Just call a fucking Uber, dude. You can afford it.
He could call a fucking helicopter.
He could call a helicopter.
Do you know what I mean? That guy's got a lot of money. But no, and the problem is he's not only putting himself at risk, he's putting fucking everyone around himself at risk as well. He could have killed someone.
Amen.
Could have killed someone.
In the back.
Life isn't always an easy mode. Look at the localization dude over at Warhorse Games. We've just discussed this. We
just talked about it, dude.
Lost his job to AI. I just got my copy of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in the mail. Excited to play for the laughs. I bought it from Wally World, whom donated land for my kids' college. So they're not all bad. I don't know what
Wally World is from National Lampoon's Vacation. What are you talking about, Wally World?
I don't know.
We don't know.
He's making up shit.
It's Jason. And neither is $30 for a physical copy of the Game of the Year. Yeah, not that term-based ball set you all played with. I hear Crimson Desert is meaning Clear Obscure. So, you know what Jason's like. I hear Crimson Desert is a contender now that they are replacing placeholder AI art. Maybe IGN will bump their score up to 6.2. Honestly, these big review sites need to stick with banging donkeys. I don't know whether they're constantly banging donkeys, but I
don't know what that means, but
maybe that's something they're doing. The game is praised as amazing by the masses and looks phenomenal, but then again, Hive Mind terrifies me. People actually believe in aliens and that our world is a simulation. Hey, I'm loving Assassin's Creed Valhalla, riding around on my wolf and kicking ass. I'm out, guys, but please don't let the robots win. It's more than meets the eye. Stick to donkeys if you have to, but please, please, please don't let the robots win.
I agree with you, dude. I'm with you.
I'm with you all the way, man.
But the only way we're going to do it is by regulating him.
Yeah, slightly incoherent, but it kind of made sense. At the
compared
same
to
time.
a lot of his emails, not so much. But
no, I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty clear tonight.
Yeah, thanks, clear. Jason. Yeah.
Next email is friend of the show and regular WhatsApp sender of messages to probably all three of us. I don't know whether he sends Chini on
Oh yeah.
See, you know who he was talking about. That's right.
Dude, he texts me twice as much as the Duchess does. I tell you what, man. Every day in class, I'm like, God damn, Amar. Which is great. I'm not complaining. Sorry, go ahead.
Starfield. He says Starfield.
Yeah, there you go.
It says, hello to some of my favorite people on this planet. Oh, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, and also do.
Yeah, kind of you. It's kind of you. It says, I have not really stressed my new PC too much in 2025 and 2026, but recently I had the itch for Starfield. The new DLC arrives soon, and I snagged the Premium Edition for 35.
There's new DLC coming?
Man. That is 30 quid too much, in my opinion. Bloody hell. 35 quid? Are you kidding me?
It's a good game, and there's a lot of content, dude. Quit hating.
Jesus Christ. In fact, it's 34.
Jesus Christ, the map wasn't very good when it first came out.
Too much. 1p is too much. 1p is
I'm not saying it wasn't, but it got fixed, so fucking get over it.
He says, "Fucking
No.
hell, what a game! What a game!
Yeah.
What a game.
The
Agreed.
graphics are pretty great, and so far, 10 hours in, I am happy. When this game came out in 2023, I bought the Constellation Edition on the Xbox wireless headset, but regretted not getting the Constellation Edition of the Xbox pad. That is en route to me now." So he has bought the Starfield game.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's slick.
Will you be dipping back into the game in lieu of the DLC? The new content creation has added a fair
Maybe.
old whack to it. And the DLC storyline of alien robots invading the galaxy is very Mass Effect Geth-like. Thank you,
Yeah.
good evening, and much love, Armor. P.S. Duke, thank you for fielding my questions on Bethesda. I've also got Fallout 4 bug now, too. So, Chinny,
Thank you very much, love.
Are you dipping back into Starfield?
You'd be fucking joking, ain't you?
Yeah, same. I'm like, fucking, you're having a laugh, man. You're having a giraffe.
I remember because I did a TikTok about it where I said, like, no, to this game, and Stu, you were like, what? How can you do that? You were like really
No,
offended.
I'm on the Chinny train now. I'll tell you now.
Yeah, you were like, what? Chinny, this is like the biggest game ever. And then you soon fell off. No, I only played.
I ain't touching this game with a bit of sticky shit on the end of it. If you know
I haven't played. I only played 10 minutes of it, I think, and I just I got out of there.
I played a bit more than you. I probably played
did.
probably 2 or 3 hours. I think I played a little bit more than you,
Yeah,
maybe
I-
a bit more than that, to be fair. But it just was such a fucking like all the loading screens and all the fucking around to get to places, and
Well,
no, I'd had it. I was
bet,
like,
you
no.
know,
and the fact there was no maps for anywhere.
It's
It's fixed now.
I
They
was gonna
fixed
say,
it.
I
like,
know, but
but
I
it's-
should
All right, so let it go, man. That's like, you know, when No Man's Sky first came out.
Yeah,
Can't let it go.
I
Can't.
I do have it. You never say never, because I do have it in my mind to play Cyberpunk soon. You know, I will play
Oh,
that
that's
game.
such a good game.
And
That was still good when it was jank. I played that janky
I know
as
you
fuck and
did,
it was still good.
but I'm talking about me, because I played it for 20 hours and I fucking hated it. So
Yeah, you did.
yeah, I don't, no, you can't use that line on me, I'm afraid.
That is worth going back to.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's what I mean. Like, never say never.
Not
with-
this steaming pile of shit. Look,
All
I
right,
love
now,
you,
hey,
Armor.
look, you can
I
say
love
it's
you,
not
man.
the best game ever, but call it a steaming pile of shit. Come on, dude. Jesus Christ, get over yourself, man.
Yeah, maybe that is a bit much. A small pile of shit, just no steam.
Not
on
your
it, okay?
thing. You say not your thing. It's fine to say that something
No,
is
it's
not
gotta
your
go
thing.
all
All right,
in.
okay, it's
No,
not my
gotta-
thing.
has to
It's not my
be.
thing.
Yeah.
A huge
Sorry,
pile
Armor.
of shit.
Fucking steaming pile of donkey shite.
Yeah.
That's what this is. I
Oh,
thought Tex
oh,
Jason theme, include a donkey.
You never said it was donkey shites, Joe.
It's donkey
I
shite.
didn't think it was that bad.
It's a piece of donkey shite.
Oh God. Right, yeah. Maybe
Do you
I
know
like
one of them
that.
donkeys that they've had in Greece and like taking people up hills and they look like they're
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
die?
Dude, I cannot. I'm sorry. I know you're in the middle of making a point. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me when I look at a student's piece of writing and I'm like, oh no, this looks like it might be AI. And then I go look in the version history and there's all these edits. I'm like, oh my God, they wrote it themselves. Yay. There's hope for the future.
Yeah, but it must be good. It must also be good if you think it's AI. That's
It is good. And it's like, why have I not seen this kind of writing from you elsewhere, student? So whatever.
Yeah,
But I'm very happy.
Well done,
They get a good
student.
grade.
Because
Yes, well
he
done.
knows about that system and he's
He-
drip feeding it into the document, and it is AI. How about that?
Yeah,
That is
there's
smart.
probably
I am
some-
waiting for that. I am totally waiting for that, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's probably
That's
some
the smart
robot
next
that's adding all those
But you know what?
edits in
Here's the
to
thing,
make it
though.
look like
But
it's
here's the
unreal.
thing. Well, that would be. I suppose there's a way to do that, but any student is too lazy to write it themselves. They're going to be too lazy to do it that way. To paste.
Yeah,
one
to go
sentence
to
in
all
there.
that effort to make it look
Yeah.
like it is real.
Yeah. I don't think any other teacher does what I'm doing. So they have to just sort of guess if it's AI or not. I'm like, dude, just look
Do
at
you
the
know
fucking
why?
word.
Do you know why? Because they don't.
Because it takes
care,
work.
Duke.
Well,
And
they
it
don't
means that they
care.
have to
That's
do
the other
something.
thing.
Yeah, they
I
don't
need
care.
to
They're
stop
just like,
caring.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine. I'll just grade
As
it
they
on
say in
whatever
The Wire,
hell they
man,
give
giving
me.
a fuck when it's not your
Look,
turn to give.
Look, it's not my fault when they get a job and they can't do it because they're fucking thick.
Well, but we're telling the society, we're telling their parents, like, yeah, your kid's pretty good at writing. No, they're not.
Well, you can only base it on what you're given.
No, we can do a little detective work and figure out if they actually wrote it themselves. God damn it!
It's fine.
So Anyway, what's next? We got more emails?
Thank you, Armar. I love you,
Yeah,
man.
thank
I
you,
love you,
Omar.
man.
You're correct. Bethesda
You
rocks.
are wrong. You are wrong. But, you know, we'll let you off. We'll let you off. Just a minute. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, we've no more emails, but I have...
Omar, you're gonna make me play more Fallout 4 now. I just put fucking Phoenix Immortals back in my machine, but now I'm gonna go back to Fallout because you got me thinking about Bethesda. Oh.
I have sent you a speak pipe.
A speak pipe and a kind of a speak
Kyle,
pipe, yeah.
Of Kyle. So let's do Kyle
So which one do we
first.
start with? Start with the kind of a speak pipe?
Kind of a speak pipe.
Okay, kind of a speak pipe.
Speak pipe.
All right, I got it here in this folder. Now I just gotta open it here. Okay, here we go. You ready? I wrote a song about it.
Yeah,
Want to
I'm
hear?
ready.
Here it goes.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready.
Hi guys, it's me, Kyle. Just wanted to send a quick audio note to say hi and share my thoughts on a couple of things.
While I am walking through the zoo, apparently.
I like it.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to join you guys in April, which I'm a bit disappointed by. I got some great news as new additions to the family arrived a couple of weeks ago.
Yay!
So obviously it's can make such events a little bit challenging to kind of get to or get permission to go to.
Not according to Stuart. According to Stu, if you care enough, then you fit your child into your life. You don't fit your life into your child.
According to
Correct.
Stu, you're a massive
Correct.
you're a massive simp pussy.
Yeah, you're a simp
Yeah, you
when you
fucking
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
just
no
go-
excuse. No.
Look, you just need to go to your missus. Look, it's one day, love. I'll be away one Saturday and I'll be back on the... I can come back
And that's
same
the
day,
way it
it's
is.
all
So
good.
you do what I tell you, Mrs.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. You can't put your life on hold because you've had fucking
Poor
babies.
Kay. Poor Kay.
Honestly.
How often did he have to tell her, like, I'm going away, you take care of this kid?
She didn't care. She wasn't bothered.
Yeah, that's
just
what
went,
she
"Yeah,
said to
fine."
you. She didn't care. And you
was
often
not
did that
bothered.
when she wanted to go do things.
I
I'm
swear,
sure.
I can get her down here to tell you she wouldn't
No,
be bothered.
because if you bullied her into saying okay
Oh,
back
so
in the
you-
day, then you're gonna
oh,
bully
so
her
you-
into saying it's all good
wow.
now. Do you think the
Wow, that
people
is
in the
an
McDonald's
accusation, that is.
commercials are actually
Wow.
happy to be working at McDonald's?
Wow, that is an accusation right there. So you're
It is an
accusing me of
accusation.
bullying my wife. Wow, wait. Wow, that
I
is
don't
a
think you
strong
actually
word
bullied
to
your wife.
use.
I think the difference between what was when Millie was a wee child and what is now is a pretty
Wow,
big
what's the
difference.
difference? Kids are the same.
You
They're not
just
fucking
said you
changing
can't
into
trust your
aliens.
memory. You just got done talking about how witnesses are not reliable because we embellish stuff in our minds. Is it possible that you're embellishing how easy it was when Millie was small for you to go do whatever you wanted?
I can remember going to EGX for the weekend and there was no problems when she was about 6 years old.
So it's not possible
Isn't
that
it?
you're
when she-
embellishing the
when-
ease with which.
When my youngest is 60, I'll be off. Don't worry about that.
We used to get Kay's mum and dad round to babysit when she was a baby, and we'd go out for the night quite regularly, and like she was fine.
Okay, is it possible that that was a privilege that not everybody has?
I don't know. Oh, I can only tell you. I can only tell
Maybe.
you how it was.
No.
There was never.
All right,
any
let's keep
issues when
going
we
with
went
this.
out.
Let's keep going with this 5-minute voice message that we've only heard 30 seconds of. My bad.
Yeah,
If I
you
can
go.
say
Carry
that.
on.
I'm also just taking my dog for a quick walk in the woods, so apologies if I'm a little bit distracted.
Not a problem. Tell us more about your dog. What kind of dog is it?
He's
And what's its
dogging.
name?
He's dogging.
He's dogging in the woods.
His dog
That's
in
right.
the woods.
But anyway, first thing I wanted to do is maybe add a new featurette to your show.
Oh.
It's called a quick game review that nobody asked for. I've even made.
Isn't that our whole show, though?
Yeah, I think that's the whole show.
Yeah, I've reviewed Minecraft about 10 weeks running now.
Are you really reviewing it, though? It's not like you're saying this game is great.
This is shit.
All right, sorry. Kyle's giving us a game review that nobody asked for.
The theme tune, unless Duke wants to play one now. Otherwise, I can do it.
Boo-ba-doo-boo-boo. Here's a game review that no one asked for.
Fuck off.
That was the best.
That
jingle ever.
actually, if this becomes a feature, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do game review that nobody asked for. The
Fuck off.
game I'm talking about today is Muffin the Old Country.
Ooh.
I know it's a game that you guys played.
Well,
I
2 out of 3 of us did.
finished it a couple of weeks ago. It took me a little while, but got there in the end. I unfortunately have to say the game was a little bit disappointing to me.
Dear.
I think it felt a little bit rushed in terms of, you know, the storylines and maybe some of the challenges you could do. You know, I enjoyed the environments that it was in. It was a nice change from, I suppose, the old kind of mafia cities that you're in. But the things like the character designs of, you know, the enemies, it was a bit repetitive. Yeah, I want to see something a little bit different nowadays, especially when you have things like AI that maybe can render characters differently, make them look a little bit different instead of having the same enemy. You know, you shoot the same enemy 10 times, which is maybe another thing in the game which was a bit frustrating. You know, if you're doing like a sneak mission, for example, you're sneaking around, you shoot someone, they all get alerted, and what do the guards do? They all come running at you one by one, which kind of makes for easy pickings, if I can say that. So yeah, I was just expecting something a little bit different. You know, things like riding the horse, I probably did for the first couple of hours until the cars arrived, and then I just ditched those. And then I didn't do any of the kind of free roaming or free ride until the end, which obviously, if you know the story, by the end it just, the whole world felt a bit empty, which I kind of looked it up. Apparently the developers wanted it that way, to kind of make you feel like you got nothing, but it just sounded more like an excuse for people not doing their jobs. That's just me. I know it's something that you guys did enjoy. Everyone's got their views, and yeah, that's okay too.
What we want to know is, what's a game that's open world that doesn't feel empty in that same way? I am always interested in what we can compare things to other things. So I think your next review that nobody asked for will have to be an open world game that doesn't suffer from this empty feeling that you have.
The linear side is something that I do enjoy, and I love the mafia theme. You know, just the kind of gangsters and dons, and you know, the kind of dark underworld, if we can say that. But I think there are a lot of missed opportunities. Things like the, shall we say, you know, the currencies that are created, and yeah, maybe just a few other events that could have been included that maybe take away from the story. But yeah, that's my view. You may disagree, so I apologize if it's a bit disappointing. But I was disappointed with the game too. So there. I've moved on to playing something almost in the complete opposite direction now. I'm playing No Man's Sky, which I got on special. I think at £16 or something. Something I'd looked at for a while. Wasn't too sure about it, but I'm enjoying it right now. The learning curve in the beginning is just a bit much. You know, you got so many different elements and equipment you got to use, and all the different environments, and charge things up. And but I think I'm getting there. You know, warping to a few new systems, meeting a few different aliens, and yeah, it's fun. Probably the complete opposite side of the spectrum in terms of the mafia, you know, side.
I just answered my question.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can do something with the mafia franchise at some point that isn't going to be disappointing. I'm saying disappointing a lot. But oh well, I'll leave it there. Thanks for everything. I'll keep in touch. Thanks for the show. Bye.
Yay! Thanks, Kyle.
Isn't there a limit on how long you can send a speak pipe, or is that?
Well, that wasn't actually a speak pipe. That was,
it was just
audio file.
An audio file.
Has he hacked speak pipe? Is what I was thinking.
He has.
He found a way around the code.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree and disagree with what he's saying. So I understand that. I don't know whether he's referring more to an Assassin's Creed type structure where there's just loads of random shit you've got to collect or do within the game. Which is fine, because people just want all that random stuff to do, don't they, to fill the time? I don't know. I'm quite happy with the Mafia games because it's very similar to Mafia 2 as well, which was fully focused on story and less about side missions. And the world really was just there as a backdrop to the actual narrative of the game, which is fine with me. You know, if you take something like The Witcher 3, for instance, that does a really good job of having a main storyline, but actual meaningful side quests as well. You know, where some of the side quests are as interesting and fun as the actual main missions, which is, again, that's where I feel the best balance of open world game, where you've got sort of story, like a story-driven narrative, but also meaningful stuff to do at the side. That's not just busy work. So that's how I feel. What about you, Chinny?
I think this has come up a little bit with the game that everybody's sort of talking about at the moment, which is Crimson Desert, and somebody described it really well. So Crimson Desert is a action adventure role playing game, sort of in the same ilk as Witcher 3 and all that sort of stuff. And they made an MMO before this, and it sort of feels like that the people love the game, but the reviews of this is all over the place because it kind of feels a little bit MMO-y, even though it's a single-player game. And somebody described it as, "I'm poking the world, but it doesn't poke back," which is a really good way of
Is a good way to put it.
putting it. Like,
Humans of Amalur was also that same way of like feeling like an MMO.
And I think that made me think as like, oh, what a great way to describe. Because I've never played Crimson Desert. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but I was like, what a great way of describing like an open world that doesn't feel fulfilled. And then I thought, like, what game does feel? And obviously, the GOAT is for me is like Red Dead Redemption 2, where every NPC has a reply. They have an angry reply. Every NPC has an older version of that NPC when you travel. Like when you go to the end of the game, it's I think the difference is about 4 or 5 years or something like that, or maybe a bit longer, maybe 7 years. So like basically the difference is time and development time and where they're going to focus. And when you're Rockstar, like it's like an ocean, isn't it? It's big and it's deep. Whereas with Crimson Desert, it's
Alan Wake now.
Crimson Desert is vast. There's a lot going on, but is any of it any deep? I don't know. And then you've got Mafia, where it's very small. It's only a small little pond, but it's quite deep because it's got a lot of story going on. So yeah, I don't know. I think it just means that there are restrictions on how much a developer can make and do. And there's always going to be a compromise unless you are
it's what
Rockstar,
are you focusing
basically.
on? Are you focusing on narrative? Are you focusing on side quests? Are you focusing? You know, you've got money to spend, and you've got to spend it in the most efficient way possible.
I think the trick is like when you get a game, say for example like Clair Obscura Expedition 33, where it was made with a decent budget, but it had a budget. Do you know what I mean? Like it is a game with a budget. We will never play the version of Clair Obscura where they had 10 times the budget. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because we don't know what they cut. We have no idea. The trick is cutting all the stuff that you can't afford to do and still making a good game. Like, that's the trick, and no one notices it. You know what I mean? Right. But if you're Rockstar, you can just do whatever you want, and it takes 13 years. But not every developer can do that.
Yeah, and Clair Obscura, to be fair, is very narrative focused. You know,
but you don't know.
And
like,
it knows what it's doing, and I think I mean I haven't played Crimson Desert, but Black Desert Online is all over the fucking place. It's trying to be everything to everybody. That's what every MMO wants to do. That's why they have
I think
fishing
Crimson Desert
and
is the same. I think it's
yeah. No, I know, but it's the same developer.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like it's a single player game, but it's suffering the same thing as like
right,
all over the place.
Exactly. Right. So that was my point. Is that like I think that. And this is true about, you know, Fortnite's a platform now, right? Like there's not one Fortnite, there's like a dozen Fortnites, right? And I think that this is the problem with developers who want to do everything for everybody. It's same Assassin's Creed. I think it's become that. That's the problem with Assassin's Creed, is that it's got too much stuff in it at this point. And I think the trick is that critics are often going to talk about what a game doesn't have or how it doesn't do enough new stuff. So the answer to that is just put something new into the game. Well, you just keep doing that and you end up with this bloated camel that was a horse designed by committee. and it's not necessarily streamlined or focused in a way that really will make people go, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
It'll make everybody go, yeah, this is pretty good.
This is pretty good,
Yeah. Okay,
All right, so
thank
we
you, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah,
We
thanks,
have got
Kyle.
another
Thanks,
speak
Kyle.
pipe.
We have a proper speak pipe from Saint Diesel, and the headline is "Let's stay safe, people." Pepple, but I think he meant people. And I'm gonna turn the volume up here so we can hear it nice and good because he ain't always so loud. So here we go. Wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here goes.
Hey, veteran gamers. Apologies for leaving this a little bit late today, but hopefully you'll get
It's
it in
fine.
the show.
We got it.
I picked up my new PC, or should I say my revamped PC this week. I mentioned it for the last couple of weeks, so I guess this is a PC trilogy speak pipe.
Nice.
It's cost me, £228 to get my PC repaired and get a new SSD hard drive put in there.
Okay.
And
It's a good investment.
I've basically been left with a PC that's got pretty much just Windows 11 on there and not much else. So I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to put some new apps on there.
Ooh,
Some
MapleStory.
ones maybe I haven't used before. But then I got to thinking about security for my PC because obviously you don't want to get your PC infected with those nasty viruses.
That's right.
So I thought, well, here's a question for you this week. If you were getting a new PC and you got the new, let's just say the new Windows system on there, what would you do about security? Would you just go with your old PC? Do you have certain apps or certain programs that you use? I'm not expecting you to give any personal details, but how seriously do you take your security on your PC? Because I know you've all got PCs. And I wondered with Duke, with him being a high school teacher, does he have an obligation to tell his students about being safe online, or does he just feel obliged to mention to them to be safe online? And I'll leave it at that. Until next week, I'll just say, let's stay safe out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think Windows built-in Defender is perfectly good. It does its job.
Yeah,
and I've
I actually
never
have a
had an
friend
issue.
who. Yeah, I have a friend who works in security, and he said that for most people, like that'll do just fine for you. Like Windows has a vested interest in keeping people safe because then their brand is built on that. And so, for most of what we do,
their
we don't-
antivirus and firewall is pretty decent, and it's completely free. It's built into the bloody operating system.
Sure.
So that would be my advice. Don't bother with outside or paying for
Agreed. You
Avast
don't
or
really need
these very
McAfee or any of
expensive.
those other-
Yeah, it's absolutely
Avast.
bloody fine. Yeah, I've used
I
it
mean,
since my last two PCs in my laptop, and I've had nothing.
Yeah, and the other thing is that, if you, most of what I download is either through the Windows Store or Steam. So, if you're not downloading a lot of stuff from the web, like you're probably okay anyway,
Yeah.
So if you, use trusted portals, not the game portal, but I can see how you went there. And, just don't be downloading sketchy shit. That's the number one thing to do.
Yeah,
and
don't
then,
go to
I
a
agree with you.
sketchy web. I mean, I must admit, since torrenting is no longer a thing and all that kind of stuff, I think it's a lot less. than
It's
it
a lot
used
less
to be.
likely to, but even torrenting, like you weren't going to get the thing that only 3 people are seeding, you're going to get the thing that 500 people are seeding.
Yeah.
So, but now that that's not a thing, I don't know how they killed it, but they did. So,
well,
yep,
because
I agree.
That stopped because Spotify became a thing, and dodgy Fire Sticks evolved.
Yeah, fair enough. Jenny, any thoughts about security before I answer his last question?
So I do a lot of stuff on the dark web, selling of weapons and so on. What I do, I just sort of hack away at people using the standard Windows defense system. Pretty easy to get through.
Man, there's a bunch of suckers.
Totally
prepared for dealing with you.
I also I'm a trafficker for traffic equipment. How about that?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know that was a
sell
thing.
I sell
Makes
traffic
sense, but okay.
traffic cones on the dark web.
Oh, I
Wow.
see.
Yeah.
Is that really trafficking though? I thought
Interesting.
Mate,
trafficking
Yeah, it is.
you don't know the ins and outs.
I guess I don't.
It's pretty fucked up what we have to do.
I guess so.
And also my hobby of hacking the White House, which
Oh, okay.
hasn't.
Well, I'm not actually against that.
I've only said that so we
Not
can
with
get
this White House.
so we can get flagged from Donald Trump. I just want Donald Trump to listen to this and go. And hacking it hasn't gone well for me. I haven't got very far.
Yeah.
I googled it. That's about as far as I got.
How to hack White
How
House.
to do that, and yeah, it didn't. I'm still ongoing, but it's still troubling. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Just out of interest, the traffic cone, dark traffic cone business.
Business, yeah.
Yeah, business. Have you got a customer in Scotland? The Duke of Wellington statue in Glasgow? Is that a thing? Could you say whether you supply the cones for that particular endeavour?
I can't tell you that I supplied any cones for that particular endeavour. However, what I can confirm is that I have a loyal, strong customer base in Scotland.
Okay.
And that may or may not have been involved with that incident.
Okay, I can see why you're being cagey. 'Cause this is dodgy stuff you're talking about here.
Yeah.
And he's also hacking David Cage, so that's a good reason to be cagey.
David Cage.
That's true.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So Windows Defender is fine. What was the other question?
So the question is how I tell my students how to be safe. Yeah. And to be honest, like, I don't. I mean, it is. You do. Okay. Here's the thing. Doxing is a problem, right? So like when I was growing up, I could use the internet without having to worry that someone was going to like post my personal details on the internet.
Yeah.
But that's a real thing now. So, it's a good idea to keep all your information safe. And they actually remind the kids about that through the school a lot. So, we're not allowed to use any websites that aren't approved by the district that I teach in and stuff like that. I think the bigger threat I've seen to my students is like the manosphere, like Andrew Tate trying to get his hooks at people and shit. Yeah. That's a thing that the kids are not ready to defend themselves against. So that's, I think, a bigger.
Have you watched the documentary?
The Louis Theroux one? No.
Yeah.
I have it on my list, but I haven't seen it.
You should watch it.
I will watch it. I think he probably gets to a lot of the stuff that I've seen in, there's a really good podcast from the people who made, what's it called? Something like QAnon Anonymous, about the cult-like thinking of QAnon. They did one called The Man Cave or something like that. Right. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah,
anyway, it was a really good series.
And then you should watch everything Louis Theroux's done because he's a ledge.
I watched one thing that he did and I was just like not blown away by it, and I was like, this guy's really beloved, and maybe I just watched the wrong.
You are wrong.
Maybe I am wrong. I've been wrong.
Did you see the Did you watch the Scientology thing?
Yeah, I watched that one. I didn't love that one as much, but you got to watch the. Or maybe you don't like it. Maybe you won't like it because some of it's quite negative, Duke. But
about what?
The one about the fucking that mad religious people that like protest at military funerals and stuff like that, and he spends the Baptist Church people.
Yeah, Westboro Baptist Church.
Yes.
Wait, I wouldn't like it because it's negative. Like he's against them.
No. I suppose it's depressing, isn't it, to see people that actually live their life like that? I suppose.
Oh, I know, but I mean that. Can't stick your head in the sand, man. You got to know about the horrors of the world. Colette, the French writer, said.
Yeah.
Who can forget Jimmy Savile? You know what I mean?
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, he did.
Colette said, "Look at that which pleases you for a long time, and that which displeases you for a longer time."
Not sure about that.
She didn't actually say it. We don't have proof, but I would love to find proof of that quote because it's such a good quote.
Don't like that saying.
Anyway, that's my answer to your speak pipe. Thank you.
Anyway,
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? Are we doing speak pipe?
I think that's it. Shout out.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Yeah. All right, who's going first? Me? Okay, I'll shout out Amar.
Go, dude.
Because I love for him to send me things, even though I make jokes about how much I don't want to have them, but it's fine. Shout out to you two, Stu and Chinny, because I am watching The Wire again, and when I get done, I'm going to listen to our discussion about it that we did once upon a time. Because
Wallace. Wallace.
Where Wallace at? Strang.
Where Wallace at? Where Wallace?
Where the fuck is Wallace? Look at me. I will also shout out Fraser and Dathmar and Real Kahuna because I complained about my monitor going on the fritz when I updated the driver.
You did.
And they gave me some suggestions. Fraser said it might be my PSU, which I really don't think is likely. But you know what? Even if it's not that, even if I don't take their advice, it's just so nice to have people say like, hey, here's something I tried, or you might try this. There is no worse feeling in the world than having a problem, putting something out there and having everybody ignore you. So I really appreciate people taking a minute to say, you know, hey, I had this thing, or here's what happened with me. It's so nice to have that little bit of not feeling quite so alone. I won't know until the next time I update my thing. And to be honest, I'm accepting that this is just the way it's going to be, because I think they said that it's might be the HDMI cable. So I should get this other kind of cable, which I might do, but I might just roll with it because it's really not that big a deal. Like, it's annoying, but I know what to do now when it happens. So although I hate it and I'm worried that it might one day not get fixed quickly the way it is now, right now it's just sort of a
You never know. The next update, it might just iron itself out. It might just disappear.
It might iron itself out. That would be nice. Come on, NVIDIA, get it together with the Samsung monitor. So anyway, yep, that's my shout out.
I'm also
Antonio, because we played some Rocket League. Sorry.
I'm also going to shout out Almar. Thank you for the email. He's not emailed in a while. And I'm sorry if I was a bit negative about Starfield, but I just don't.
No, you're not. You don't like the game, and that's okay. Say it with your chest. Yeah.
I hate that game. No, I'm not going to say that.
Whoa.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
And obviously for Kyle, and he's also sent a personal email to me, Kyle. So I will update you when I can. So when I've done what he's talking about, because I haven't done it yet. So yeah.
Very cryptic.
And that's about it. And you two guys, as always, and all the people who listen and contribute every week and send us emails, and Jason Gallagher, of course.
Hey, what's our PMBG next week?
I have one, people, and I think this one will be up Chinny's alleyway.
Yeah, go on.
And that is, just a minute, I'll find it. Just give me a second. I bloody turned it off. All right, just give me a second.
Is it on the Xbox Game Pass?
It is. It's called Nova Roma, and it's a Rome city building game.
Okay. All right.
Which I think Chinny will be into. He likes building stuff, you know. He likes city builders, and this is a Roman version of that.
Yeah.
All right.
What's it called? Yeah.
Play it with us, people. Nova Roma.
Nova
Roma. Nova Roma.
Roma.
Okay.
New Rome.
New Rome. Is that what that means? Nova Roma?
Yes.
New Rome? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Chinny, over to you.
Well, I'm going to shout out my wife. Because
good one, like that.
It was her birthday. And
yay!
You got to do that. So shout out to her. Shout out to all the you know, the people that have been watching live.
Thank you.
Thanks to them. Shout out to the Patreons. Just have to
Patreons.
delay while I get the Patreon list up. Where is it? Hello.
Give us some money.
Yeah. And also we got to meet up. I will get that list up, but we got to meet up 25th of April. So yeah, come to that. Where is it, Stu?
Yeah.
Where's the meetup?
It's at the Arcade Club in Burnley. Get some black pudding and play Star Wars.
Burnley? It's in Bury.
Burnley. No, Bury.
Bury.
It's near Burnley. It's the same place.
Christ.
It's all Northern. It's fucking Northern to be all right. Fucking Burnley.
Go to the
Bury,
north and play some games.
Fucking,
just head
I don't
north.
know, Nelson. Fucking anywhere around there. It's all fucking same.
Unless you're in Scotland, then head south. But
Yeah,
yes, shout out to our
fucking love it.
Patreons, which are Anthony Stevens, Josh Peace, Connor Searle, Seth McNitt, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Adam Birmingham, Armand Powers, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, Nigel Strutt Meister. So,
We love you.
Thanks.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
That's
we
it.
Do. Is that it? We're done.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you. Be in touch. Send a speak pipe. Send an email. What's the email address?
I don't know. VGpodcast@gmail.com or something.
Oh.
It's about
VG Podcast UK.
Fucking, yeah, that's it.
At Gmail.
Yeah, just say it. It'll go to both of those. It'll be fine.
No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
Won't you?
I'm excited to play these sound clips.
Shut the hell up!
Television set, gonna do something less boring instead. Sitting at home, watch TV, turning on slow moves.
I'm a potato.
Second place? That's a fancy word for losing.
There you are.
I think we're done.
There you go, another show. What do you know?
Another show.
Howdy ho.
Done.
Yeah, my ears are hurting, man. I don't know why the headphones are. I should get some headbuds I can use instead of putting these headphones on, just pushing on my ears the whole time.
Yeah, sometimes can do that, can't it? But it's been a long show tonight, hasn't it? Longer than normal.
A little longer.
Yeah.
A little longer.
Maybe I'm just a wuss.
Radio. Yeah,
I changed my wallpaper. I got sunflowers on here now. All right, have a good week, y'all. I gotta go grade these papers.
Guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
Peace.
Grading.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Right, I will leave you to it. Have a nice week, and I'll speak to you next week.
Yeah? Is there anything we need to do
Yeah.
for this meetup? Do we need to plan anything, or should we just
I don't know.
rock up and sock up?
I think we just need to rock up. Are we doing trophies?
I don't think we'll get enough people.
No, I don't think we will, to be honest.
I don't think we'll get enough people.
I don't know whether it's worth it.
No.
Because they're not cheap. I mean, they're not expensive, but they're not cheap either, are they? You know, they're not like, you know, getting them engraved and all that
Don't worry
kind of
about it,
jive.
mate. I just think it's just a bit of a
Nah, I
casual...
don't think it's worth it, is it?
Nah. Just a casual meetup.
Nah, be fine. Be
All right.
fine. We can just have a laugh.
Cool.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe loads of people will turn up. You never know.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think there'll be about a dozen of us max.
Yeah, I think
is
so.
what I would say.
You know, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I've got no problem with that.
Yeah.
So good, huh?
Radio. Good. And you'll finally get your birthday presents.
Well, have you got me a physical thing?
Yeah.
Marshy
we're going to post it to you.
Marshy gave me my birthday present today.
No, well, you get mine off even later.
So, and I said I think it's closer to my 41st birthday than it is my 40th birthday.
Yeah, it is. We were going to bring it with us, and obviously we never came. And then we were going to post it. It's even boxed up with your address on and everything.
Oh.
And then I said, "Oh, we're doing a meetup, so there's no point sending it. I'll just give it him."
Yeah. All right. Look forward to it.
Okie doke.